But I just want you to say your expectations about that one.
Okay, because like Apollo's thing is literally just like I'm perceiving, and he's just
Right.
like it complete and like it could work in terms of like because once again using that ability, like using the Millennium Eye in terms of like using it as a reason to ask certain questions, totally fine. That makes sense. But using it as a like. The vein in your forehead looks like a skull, so you're a bad guy. It's like that's insane.
Well, I was gonna say the concept could be done right. It's just that he always gabs and explains the entire concept, which like sells it. Like he's selling. That's you don't need to explain why you're asking. Just ask the question. You know, like that could be done. And then the thing is like, come on, it's even worse.
Okay, well I look forward to seeing
different, and it is novel at least.
All right. So for one weekend and one weekend only, we have free access to Discord Nitro. So instead of doing this through Parsec, we're doing this through regular Discord stream. So Saba, are you good to go? You ready?
I'm here. Oh, my
That's not what I asked.
I'm ready.
Okay.
As I panic.
Also, this is the second game to have, first game to have like actually downloadable online DLC.
I saw that. It is a little weird.
Oh, and anime cutscenes.
Bam.
Wop, 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 wop.
That's a bomb.
Oh,
That is a bomb.
Oh, a lot of people are about to explode here. Wow, everyone got out quick.
Holy fuck! Oh, that's a
That was a big bomb.
These are dark times.
Voice acting.
The law has been reduced to rubble.
Voice acting.
And it's up to us to restore it to its
This
former
fucking
glory.
anime character.
He does look kind of.
Oh, it's the
Yeah, remember Apollo is Phoenix older, so that's his beanie.
Double Phoenix hat.
Except he's taking it off.
Don't you worry.
Well, yeah,
He's
that
not
was
wearing his
the.
hobo clothes.
Partner on board.
I'm sorry.
Sorry? I'm sorry? Yeah.
Welcome to the future of
What?
technology.
What are you talking about? Some people are still using cassette tape.
Don't worry about it.
You bet. Let's do this.
We got tech
What the-
here.
What the fuck?
Though I can hardly believe it.
So
Anyway,
Phoenix is
her power
back into
is
like
our
the.
greatest
That
weapon.
was Saba. That was the end of the first game. Yes.
No, I know. So Phoenix is back. Well, I don't know. I don't know if he kept on going with what
She's
he was
dying.
doing, but...
Athena.
Oh my god, it is me. I am super clumsy
She's dead.
as well. She's gone.
Yeah.
Seriously, I think I just heard her fall and die in the other room.
Time to bring it to an end.
Time to change my voice actor to Sam Riegel.
No.
And
My
get
daughter.
in
He's
this
back.
wacky ass outfit.
I can't keep that one bit though.
Yeah, Helge is permanent.
I don't like that the door opens this way.
Hold on.
There he is. It's our boy. And we can play as him.
Yay! We're back!
Yay!
Except this mother trucker's now gone all edgy on us.
What?
Yeah,
It's Apollo.
look at him.
What the fuck
Remember him?
happened?
Remember how he always looked like this?
The Millennium Bracelet! Oh, I remember you fondly. What is this coat? And how did he hurt his eye? Unless he's just trying to look cool. Which
He's
I mean,
cosplaying as
Yeah,
an
he
edgier
is
version
doing
of
it.
himself.
He's cosplaying as a more interesting character, which is unfair because I thought Apollo was fine. They just needed more work. Like really, he was the pro tag for one game.
No, we'll be back. Probably, most likely. So.
Oh, it's voice acting time. Who wants to do this guy? Oh, I guess that.
This thing about the bombs is how they erase and destroy without discretion.
Look at this nerd's 3D glasses.
I know. I'm dead! I killed myself.
The best things about him. Oh, fuck!
Hello, Mikey. Welcome back. Now what I have to do is pin everything on that little girl. Her name is Pearl, I believe.
And her meddling
Her
guardian.
name is Maya. She's never had anything pinned on her before. Oh, look, 3D guards.
I hate 3D guards. That's awful.
They're mannequins. They're not even real people.
Okay.
Nope. Not feeling nervous at all.
Maya?
It's amazing what a girl can get used to. Even a tense atmosphere like this is no biggie.
I don't remember.
Not
I'm
me.
assuming Phoenix?
Probably.
You doing
Guy,
okay,
just
Athena?
go Guy.
No, that's
Nope.
Apollo.
No, that's why I
I
said-
gotta do
that's
a
why I said
younger
just do
voice.
Guy.
I think?
Oh, Apollo.
Well, is this Apollo have your younger voice, or does he have like a cool, edgy voice?
He's like edgy.
He's younger, but pretending to do cool edgy.
Yeah, doing great. Like, hum a little tune great.
I don't know if I like this 3D, man.
Welcome
It's-
to the entire fandom.
Mikey,
It's
we
fucking
just
with me.
started, and no, not yet. We'll bring it up eventually.
Just pretend the screen is like the size of a DS screen.
Right, sure. Oh, yeah? Well, it's good. Well, that's good to hear. Although, I could have sworn I heard
I
your
don't think
voice crack
it's
for a
cool.
second there.
He perceived it.
I perceived it with my Millennium Eye.
I'm that transparent, huh? Cracking? No, my voice isn't cracking. Nerves of steel here, I tell you.
How old are the two of us? Like, are both of us together?
17, probably.
Right? Like, because wasn't Apollo like fucking 15 or something in his game?
I think he wasn't that young, but he was very young for a lawyer.
I would
Not
say-
Francisca level, but a little
I
bit
would
later.
say reason, logic, I think we're 22.
Well, because I mean, like,
that makes sense.
because that's what I'm saying, I guess, is that like it's so funny that it's like you have to have young protagonists so that way your fan base, like the target demographic
Because
of
they
these
hate,
games.
because we hate old people, that's why.
Well,
That's
no,
the reason.
because you need to give them something that they can imprint onto, right? But the idea of like a 17-year-old fucking lawyer is insane.
That's why I'm like, no, we're canonically 22.
Okay, hang
We
on,
must
hang
be.
on. So Apollo is born sometime between 2003 2004, and his first case one of the last game, takes place.
I'm sorry, he's
2026.
born in 2003, 2004?
Did you forget this game takes place in the future?
What?
The
Zach's
far-off future of
reintroduced to the
2026.
entirety of
What? I didn't
Anyway.
remember that at all.
Apollo is like 22-ish,
Okay.
23
Sounds
at the start of
right.
the first game, or at the start of his first debut.
Yeah, that's why I was like, 22 sounds legit. It sounds good. This is Apollo Justice. Because you need an introduction. He's a
Right.
fellow lawyer at the office I work for. Apollo is the lead for the defense on this case. But I'm going to be there at the bench with him, doing what I can to help out.
Okay, so something's
way-
gonna happen to Apollo, and Maya's gonna become.
Something's
the
already
head
happened
attorney.
to Apollo.
This case
That's true.
takes place in the far-off future year, where we have advanced Athena super tech of December
I'm
2027.
about to say, like, Athena is fucking minority reporting, like, all over the thing. Whereas, like, once again, I will repeat, like, well, I guess it has been, like, 7 years canonically between Ace Attorney 3
Oh,
and
here.
4. But, like, at the same time, like, didn't he say it's like, oh, she's been with us for 6 months? So you're telling me that whatever the fuck is happening here to Apollo happened within the last year?
Yeah,
Like, that's
absolutely.
Yeah.
crazy.
I'll do whatever it takes to
You-
defend Junie.
You know how Fallout has that retro future thing where everything looks like it's from the 60s or whatever?
But
Phoenix
despite the
Wright
fact that it's, like,
has-
hundreds of years in the future, yeah.
Right, Phoenix Wright has a thing where everything looks like it's from the 2000s.
Except for her fucking Minority Report shit.
Don't worry about it.
Speaking of steel, how are you holding up? That explosion really did a number on
Oh,
you.
this was the. What?
Yeah, the explosion that tossed a blue coat with glue onto his shoulders.
It's true.
I'm just happy you're okay, Athena. So he's not okay. So he didn't actually do this on purpose. He was.
It was actually. It was actually him in the
explosion.
police suit with the red and blue goggles. Was Apollo.
Oh, shit.
What is it? They were like, we're not pushing enough Japanifornia. Put blue on top of his red and white. That'll make it even better.
Oh my God, you're so correct. Although I can't pretend to have no connection to this case. That's why I'm gonna see to it that Juniper's name is cleared. And I'm sure you feel much the same way.
You got that right. I won't rest until Junie is completely cleared of all suspicion.
Why do I keep saying Juniper and you say Junie? What's happening here?
Because we're closer to each other than you are, Apollo. Duh.
Fina?
I can't tell if this is the girl.
Junie.
Yeah, this is the Junie. Well?
Oh my
Holy crap, we're
God!
What do we want here? Go ahead, Adrian.
I'm about to say Adrian, go for it.
Thank you for doing this for me.
That's good.
Junie! Woods?
Jesus,
I'm a
that
dying
animation was jarring. What?
What is it, like sunflower smelling salt, or is it like supposed to be a plastic bag?
It's my future respirator design look like a sunflower.
It might like if I had to take a guess just based on her design, I would assume that she's like I'm outside my garden, so I feel terrible.
I hate being inside. My buttons are acorns. Sorry about that.
My buttons are acorns, it's true.
Whenever I get nervous. This kind of thing never happens at home in the forest, though.
You're not gonna do it again?
I hate modern technology.
Athena pulls up a big screen. She fucking goes through catatonic shock.
Oh.
Juniper Woods!
Well, you know, it makes sense. She's my dear, dear childhood friend, and she's also our client for this case.
We've grown apart ever since we became addicted to technology, which she's allergic to.
The news keeps repeating that Junie is the alleged bomber.
So they're going for a Unabomber sort of situation where like she lives out in the woods and apparently just makes bombs?
But that's ridiculous. There's no way Junie would do anything like that. Innocent, I tell you, innocent.
But
look at this orange!
Look at this PNG. Can I just mention, that couch is so low, it doesn't even come to halfway the guard's shin.
That's very true. That is a comedically low couch. But
Anyway.
it's weird because it is still wide enough for multiple people.
Right, just imagine you're sitting on a couch and your knees bend higher than your torso.
Yeah.
Anyway, I bought you this little snack, Theta. Just something for my garden. It's a bomb, shaped like an orange.
Jojo?
Hey, thanks. So, is this an orange or a tangerine?
We can't possibly be getting into this
Mike
kind of
says help.
discourse already.
I can't be giving you legal advice, Mike. I am not an actual lawyer, even though I'm voice acting one.
It's an orange. My grandma says
Your grandma.
that orange is the color of strength and endurance.
You think so? Do we still think
Is that true? Oh, I get it. Strength for the trial, right? Junie, you're always so good to me.
No, strength so you can beat up the judge and force him into announcing me innocent.
Look at me standing here clutching an orange to my chest with tears in my eyes.
What?
Well, don't you worry. We'll be so powerful in there, they won't know what hit them. Right, Apollo?
Yeah, that's right. Is the dress blue or gold? Shut up. Come what may. Oh, sorry. He moved. What? Hello?
He's dead? Goodbye. I've been awake for 17 hours, but I have... Why are you awake for? Are you trying to stay up for 24 hours, Mike? What's the point? Apollo! He's sweating bullets!
Blood is seeping through his bandages.
He was in a bombing, so, you know,
Oh,
he's
yeah, I
kind of
guess that's
injured.
true. Jesus.
All this time, he was trying to put on a brave face, but he was really overdoing it. You may be Okay, well, you know.
Mr.
Mr.
Justice.
Huh?
The trial is about to start, sir. Oh, you want it? You can have it. You haven't done Kermit in a while.
The trial's about to start, sir. Please proceed to the courtroom.
What? Now? But Apollo's in no state to defend. Oh, that was way louder than I anticipated I was going to be.
I have to defend Juniper.
You have to go to the hospital. What are we going to do? The trial is about to start, with or without us.
It's insane. The idea of, like, you get caught in an explosion and there's like, well, you still have to go to trial tomorrow.
There's only one other option I can think of at a time like this.
Call Phoenix and have him do it.
But even if I called him now, he'd never get here in time. No.
Yeah, it's all fucking
Wait.
Edgeworth.
There's something else I can do. Yeah, call it.
Athena, Apollo, no! Holding it in doesn't do anything! You're supposed to blow it out!
Apollo, give me all the evidence for the case
What?
right now.
Huh? What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna chuck them all straight into the judge's
I'm
face
gonna
so
destroy
the
the
judge
evidence.
I'm going
absorbs
to
all the
destroy the
evidence
evidence.
instantaneously, and then we'll win.
I'm gonna destroy the evidence so the prosecution doesn't have anything to prosecute on.
The defense would like to submit a substitution of attorney petition.
Theta!
You're not seriously...
You just concentrate on getting better. I'll defend Junie.
all
by
by
yourself.
yourself? Athena, stop for a second. Think about what you're saying. You've never taken on a case on alone before, right?
No problema. I can handle it. I think.
Okay.
I don't know why we suddenly switched to. But I guess it's really up to you, Junie. Would you be okay with me taking over?
No!
Well, not really. But I guess since Apollo's dying, sure. I believe in you, Thena, and that's enough for me. Especially since they're killing Apollo after one game that didn't sell very well.
Really? It didn't?
Yeah, I mean, none of the games sold really well.
We thought Ace Attorney 1 sold very well.
And sure.
You're worried for me, aren't you? To be honest, I'm pretty nervous too. I think my heart might just burst out of my chest.
Well, you're... Oh, sorry.
But you're in no shape to stand at the bench now. So, sit down. So you'll just have to leave it to me.
All right. I can see your mind's made up anyway. I hate it that I can't be there, but I know you'll give your utmost to defend Juniper.
If not, I would have kicked your butt anyway because you wouldn't have been able to get up after I beat you, and then I would have just sent you to the hospital. So you bet I will. Rest assured. One of the pieces of evidence was this sombrero. It influenced me for a second.
possessed me.
I just had it wrong. My name is Athena Sykes.
It's like that one scene from Revengeance where Raiden just puts on a poncho and sombrero for no reason. Like he's not a full-ass cyborg man, and he's just gonna blend in with the local populace in Mexico.
I'm still just a newbie, but I'm a lawyer.
Does that count?
This is only the second time I've taken the lead in a defense case. Yeah, I've already done one.
Second
This is my
time?
second. It'll be the first time I stand up there alone, though.
Okay.
But I have to do this. And I'm definitely not about to let anything bad happen to Junie.
Oh, here we go.
Okay. Can these games take place outside of fall or winter ever?
No, it wouldn't be cool enough.
Oh, it's me!
Hello.
Rawr!
All
Welcome
right.
back.
Oh, I see. Oh God, I hate that.
You don't like 3D Judge?
No.
He's so cool.
Who wants to do
Look at
judge, I guess?
him. Not me.
I'll
This
do
time.
it, since you guys are protagonists. Court is now in session for the trial of Juniper Woods.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Oh, it's so weird. She looks fine in 3D, but I think it's also because it's like I don't know what she would have looked like in 2D.
Are you ready
Her
for the
head doesn't feel
prosecution?
small. Her hair makes her head feel small. Guess who's back?
He's back.
Back again.
What is he going to be groaned in pain?
That's not close. That's not far off. Should I reprise and should?
I guess it has to be you. It's always been you.
You
I
can
like
take
the
over,
idea
Judge.
that Adrian's almost
I'll take
literally
over, Judge,
everyone
sure.
else.
Well, the prosecution is ready, Your Honor. And what is the meaning of this? I was under the impression that Mr. Red Monkey would be my opponent here today.
Yes,
call that
well,
anymore. He's
the
wearing
substitution
new
of
coat.
attorney petition was submitted just a few moments ago. Due
3
to the
seconds ago.
explosion in the courthouse yesterday, Mr. Justice is unable to continue.
I would have survived it. I see. Not enough
You
time
did.
for the use that as an excuse to run away.
He used
I would have been injured.
being
An
in
explosion!
as an excuse.
As an excuse?
With me as an adversary, who would want to feign illness in order to escape?
What? The nerve of that guy! I'm gonna give him a piece of my mind. Well, I would if I wasn't so nervous. Huh! That arrogant jerk. You
Legit.
arrogant jerk!
That's the thing on her neck.
Oh my god.
Yeah!
Oh my god. Does the little thing on her neck say her inner monologue sometimes?
She has the same gimmick as April from Monster Con.
That's really fucking funny. The 3D's really throwing me off since I'm used to seeing the sprite. It looks fine. I guess it's not god awful, but it's different from what I'm used to. That's kind of where I'm at as well.
It is
Because
different.
it's like,
yeah.
because the thing is, also, first off, whatever the fuck is happening with that hair, they need to fix that. But number two, we saw what 3D eventually looks like, right? Because I thought the 3D in the Great Ace Attorney series looked incredible. Like, I thought it looked great.
Right.
And this just feels like it's their first crack at it, to be honest.
Which it is.
Exactly.
Cracks.
Is my hearing getting worse? I could have sworn I heard the say something just now.
No, you didn't hear anything. Especially not from me.
How odd. I could have sworn I also heard something.
Did you see my mouth move?
Yes.
Okay, that's not me. That would be my partner, Widget. He sometimes blurts out what I'm thinking. I didn't know we had mind syncing.
I'm about to say, we have fucking Neuralinks in this unit? What the fuck are you talking
It's
about?
2027. Look at Athena and tell me she doesn't support Elon Musk.
Also, this says he, so I could also meet this at Zach as well. if I want.
I'm so upset that you're right, Adrian. Athena, you know what? Athena loves generative AI.
True. Well then. If that's the case, that's a clear contradiction to what you just stated.
A contradiction? She's a lawyer and she doesn't know what that means?
You just stated you know nothing. However, if that device of yours says what you're thinking, then you indeed said I was, what was it? Elegance at work?
What? Oh,
Actually, it was arrogant jerk.
dude. Okay, these facial expressions would work way better as sprites, but I appreciate the effort.
They look derpy as hell right now. It's true.
At any rate, what does it matter if it's a red monkey or a yellow monkey facing me? That's right, I'm a racist.
I could see that.
No fresh law school monkey could defend this witness.
Oh, yes.
Can we get an edit of Widget, but has a Twitter blue checkmark instead of a little face?
Mr. Payne, I believe that's enough. Let's get back to the case.
Of course, Your Honor. I'm more than ready to show this little girl what they call me, the rookie humiliator.
Is that what they say? I knew it. He really is an arrogant jerk.
Miss Sykes, if you continue to insult the prosecution, I will remove you from this court.
Miss Sykes, you have to turn off Bluetooth devices in this courtroom.
I'm on the Why do we have this? Why? Why would
Don't
this
worry.
ever, like, oh, it's funny, quirky, because it says her inner monologue. This is really bad for a lawyer.
Don't worry. You'll see.
Yeah, essentially, you just think about, I don't have a defense. Gosh, I'm screwed. Like, she's just thinking that. And then Widget says, no defense.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
She's
that's what I'm saying, right? Can you think of all the times in the first three Ace Attorney games where, like, imagine Apollo had Widget, and Apollo's like, I gotta bluff my way out of this. And then Widget goes, bluff my way out of this.
I was gonna say you'll learn quickly that bluffing is very much not Athena's thing, and it's instead some other horseshit.
Oh, no.
Great, I'm so excited. I'm very sorry.
Now then, Mr. Payne, the opening statement, if you please.
And thank you, Your Honor. And now then. No.
Oppo, great job on this voice acting, Sabo. You're killing it. Is she still talking? This is meant to be my stream. Saba's the main character of this game. Like, I cannot
It's
argue
my
with that.
turn.
It's Saba's turn, and she can see what it's like to be the fucking protagonist in one of these piece of shit games.
Let me remind you,
There's
as
6
Maya, I was
cases,
just
Saba!
as much here. Just as much here. Maya? Pearl? I don't know how many other ones. I'm basically also protagonist number 2.
The
Wrong.
incident occurred yesterday here at this very courtroom house in courtroom number 4.
Yeah, courtroom number 2 was the one that blew up.
At the time, the trial for a certain bombing was being held in courtroom number 4.
Ah, yes.
I was presiding over that trial as well. Yeah, we know. It was yesterday.
And Mr. Justice was there as the lawyer for the defense.
Unlike him, I managed to dodge all the shrapnel because I'm no scrub. A bomb that was being presented as evidence suddenly went off during the trial.
I'm sorry, you presented an undifused bomb?
It
Yeah.
was a
As
terrible
evidence?
incident. And courtroom number 4 was completely
I
destroyed.
forgot. Japanifornia's stupid as hell.
Fortunately, we were able to start evacuation procedure before the explosion occurred. Just a few seconds more would have been turned into a horrific loss of human life. Instead, it was just Apollo's life.
There
Oh, someone died.
was, in fact, one death, was there not?
That is correct, Your Honor. When the courtroom number 4 was examined after the blast,
Jesus.
the body of Detective Candace Arm was discovered.
Well, apparently you
got it.
can't, bitch.
They still got it.
Dude, Candace
names are the
Arm is a
best.
great name for like a bomb defusal character in an Ace Attorney game. That's so good.
She was to take the stand as a witness later in the trial.
It was her who said she defused the bomb before she presented it as evidence.
Oh, sorry, it's me. I was waiting for Grant.
If only.
I suppose she wasn't able to evacuate in time. What a terrible tragedy. I must admit, I stumbled at least 10 times myself before I was able to escape.
Maybe the court should see about getting you even shorter robes.
The victim's body was found near the entrance to the courtroom. I suspect she stayed till the very end to help guide the others out safely. Your Honor, allow me to submit as evidence the victim's autopsy report and details about the bomb.
Arm's autopsy report added to the court record. Stuffed animal bomb added to the court
Guilty.
record. Okay.
Okay, I know how this works. All evidence for the trial is filed in the court record.
Oh, I like her playing with her earring. That's fun.
I also am a big fan of moon earring. When I want to check something out, I just use
Yay!
All right. Cause of death: trauma to back of head caused by the impact of a flat object. That, I mean, I guess like that explosion could have thrown something like that, but like.
I mean, I think people would assume that it's like the ceiling, like it's the flat part of a ceiling.
Oh,
like,
sure.
here in
I
the
could
bed.
see that. Well, because I mean, it's
Yeah.
just like based on where she's slumped. Like, where the fuck is that? Stuffed animal bomb. The time bomb that destroyed the courtroom. It was hidden inside a stuffed animal when it was being detonated. Or when it was excuse me. I mean, okay.
Wait, click on the badge. No, I want to see the badge.
Oh, sorry.
You know how frag grenades like throw out tiny shards of like scrap and what we call it, shrapnel that like
Shrapnel?
shred you
Yeah.
a bunch? This bomb threw out really deadly bits of cotton.
Nice.
My brand new shiny badge. It shows that I'm a defense attorney. Defense lawyer. I don't remember which one it was.
I better take a peek later, bitch.
I didn't see any of that you just did right now.
Now then, please call the accused to the witness stand. She's nervous.
I'm so sickly and orphany.
Defendant, what the?
Sickly
Look at my
and
ghost.
orphany.
Look at my ghostly face, dude. What the fuck?
He's shocked. He's
Defendant,
flabbergasted
are
that
you
they were
feeling
doing
all right? You're looking a bit pale.
I'm so sorry. I was feeling a bit weak when we first arrived here at the courthouse. I like low fidelity face guy on the right
Low fidelity face guy on the right.
He does look kind of
with
dirty.
the black hair.
Oh, I was looking at
A lot of them
because
have
like
black
for me the monitor is a little too wide, so the left and right are fading a little bit. I like the guy's expression on the left. You see him?
Yeah, he's like
Glasses guy doesn't look like he's got eyeballs.
Glasses
Also,
guy
you see-
doesn't look like he has eyeballs. You're correct.
Well, I was gonna say.
What
that the
about
guy
what
on the right
about
is-
glasses woman, the lizard person behind him?
I was gonna say,
Staring straight at camera, right at us.
low PNG quality face guy on the right is also cloned on the top left.
Clone of top. Oh my god, he is.
Oh my god, it
1,
is.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They made 8. They made 8 guys in the background, and one of them is a clone. Anyway,
That's really funny.
I'm all right.
Junie's really giving it her all. I'd better make sure I do the same.
If we could please proceed. Your name and occupation, defendant. Juniper Woods. I'm a sickly orphan high school student.
Wait, does that mean I'm a high school student? If
No.
we're childhood friends?
No, don't worry about it.
Age 23. Follow another lawyer at the office. He's passionate about law and hates anything
Juniper's
that's
like
not fair and
Juniper's
just.
like 27.
Juniper Wood, 18. Okay, I mean that's still technically high school, I guess.
Okay,
You're-
I guess we could be 19, whatever. It's still
I mean,
too
Gasp-
early.
Gasp in pain.
You get. I was gonna say you can have childhood friends that have like a few age years difference. Age Juniper's,
Yeah.
or maybe if he was like 22 or something.
That's what I was thinking.
So
Like 5
what
years.
was my guess earlier? Because it's Winston Payne is clearly like his dad
You
or
said
his brother or
Gronin.
something. Oh, I said Gronden. Oh, I was so close,
I was
man.
like, you weren't far.
Okay.
You weren't far off.
Can
How do I-
disarm victim. In this case, a detective who is heading up the investigation into a bombing incident. Age 27. Man, it sucks to be like above the age that they make fictional characters. It's like
I am just defending democracy.
Oh, by the way, Athena is
I died for a second.
also 18 at the time. Oh no, she's 19. So she's
well, didn't we
older.
just see that? Oh, she's not in this. You're right.
Right.
Okay.
Anyway. Yes, I came to know Apollo justice through my friend Theta. And so I was there yesterday to watch his
No.
trial and lend my support.
Something's wrong. Junie's really scared.
Something's wrong. Water is issuing from her eyes. That's unnatural.
Yeah.
Did you know I'm also known as the defendant humiliator? It looks like I have yet another chance to show everyone how I earned that moniker.
Grr. Does this arrogance know no bounds? I have to protect Junie no matter what. Hey, you arrogant prosecutor Payne!
Ooh, she does the point.
What is it? Forget to trim your nails the other day? Do you want me to demonstrate why I'm known as the rookie humiliator instead?
Deep breaths, Athena. Don't let him get to you.
Deep breaths, Athena. Your visual design is cooler than what's his name, Gaspin Payne's, so you know that you're gonna win.
Prosecutor Payne, Junie is telling the truth. Mr. Justice also backed up her claim when we saw him in the defendant lobby. And Junie, he said that he was glad to get the lotus root you gave him to. What does this have to do with what we're talking about? What?
He was? My grandma says lotus root is good for your eyes.
My eyes!
Cut to Apollo, he's just slamming it into his face.
I'm
repeatedly.
sorry? What is this line?
She even says they can help you see the future. My grandma's a witch.
My grandma's a witch.
That might actually be the thing.
They can? Then that's the perfect present for a lawyer.
Can you
But so
two?
obsessed with their
Can you
eyes.
two please focus? Like, my god.
And if that's true, I guess he must not have eaten then.
Or else he would have seen the bomb coming.
He would have seen the bomb coming.
A sweet, meek girl like this, blowing a courtroom to bits. I must say, it's very hard to believe.
Yes!
Oh, did you hear his
Now, Your Honor. Don't let her seemingly innocent appearance fool you. The defendant had a motive for committing this crime.
That's not.
That's not-
I'm sorry. That's not me. Sorry.
That's
I really
saw a
committed
woman
for
and was like, I gotta voice this.
Instinctively.
it's not me.
I don't have any kind of motive. I didn't even know it was killed.
Jesus, Adrian.
I admit the investigation didn't turn up any connection between the victim and the defendant.
Why are we here
said
then?
AA
Why
fans
are
when
we-
people point their fingers. Is that a fucking Ace Attorney reference, dude?
True. However, that doesn't matter. The only thing that does is her objective was the destruction of courtroom number 4 itself.
Oh, so she's just.
Are
trying
you
to
going to
blow the
present
court.
any evidence to this, or are you just going to use your prosecutor's advantage?
Hey,
Oh, look at
what's
Widget.
that supposed to mean? Why in the world would Miss Woods want to do that?
By the way, that's her death slam.
Okay.
I like.
Mhm.
It's good.
That's a very good question coming from a novice such as yourself.
Zach breaking into a courtroom mid-trial. Holy shit, Ace Attorney is real? I break into the Luigi Mangione trial and completely invalidate the
No.
whole thing.
Retrial, yeah. But first, a question for the defendant. Have you ever been brought upon false charges? What? Why yes, I have.
I stole someone's
Uh,
plant.
I've been
I'm
accused of
asking.
witchcraft in 1863. And did that experience cause you to harbor a grudge against the court system?
I mean,
Is she gonna say yes?
that's
what?
ridiculous.
Now wait just 1 minute. Is this kind of thing? Wait, hold on. If that kind of thing was a motive for blowing things up, look at our necklace. It's Angie. Then every one of our clients would turn into bombers.
That's a valid point. Arrest them all.
Arrest everyone here.
I can see the accused isn't the only one who might bear resentment against the court. But Miss Woods is the only person who could have committed the crime.
Clearly not.
Why? Because we have found some decisive evidence that proves the witness's guilt, and I'm going to edge
But
you
what
all
if I
to
say it's
reveal it for as
actually
long as possible.
indecisive evidence? Huh? Would that change
So-
anything?
Can I ask a question? Is Shu Takumi still writing these games at this point in time, or has he
I have no
he
idea.
passed it on to someone else?
I have no idea.
Okay, because it's like whoever learned on the Ace Attorney team about the phrase "decisive evidence" needs to have their mind wiped. Because it's like Ace Attorney 1 and 2 did not have that, and then 3 it's like, ooh, decisive evidence, decisive evidence, decisive evidence, and every game since then has been focusing really heavily on the idea of like, oh, we have this decisive evidence, and it's like, no, it's not. It's literally the most circumstantial bullshit I have ever seen. But you're a prosecutor, so you get to just say
No,
that.
that's why.
Listen,
Yeah,
it
that's
sounds
exactly
better
the
than saying
point.
circumstantial evidence, so...
No, I know, but that's once again, I'm already falling into the same trap, Ace Attorney trap of like, this is unrealistic and stupid.
Decisive, huh? I'll believe it when I see it.
It involves a very unique aspect of the bomb itself, Your Honor.
The fact that it wasn't a freaking what is it? Toys.
And
plush
what exactly was so
stuffed
unique about it?
Why don't we have Miss Sykes answer that question?
Huh? Me?
I noticed that you appear to be very nervous, and well, a gentleman that I am, I'd like to offer you the chance to gain some confidence with just an easy question.
could he be any more condescending? Really, what a thoroughly unpleasant man.
All right, we got that soundbite.
Yeah, that's for Zach.
Oh, it's for the loser.
Harumph. What did you say?
Nothing. Not a single thing.
That is kind of an interesting gimmick for an Ace Attorney game to have a protagonist who, like, almost literally cannot lie.
Now let's see. What was I supposed to do at a time like this? I'm a lawyer. Oh, I remember. The court record. The information I need is somewhere in the court record.
All right, Miss Sykes, let's hear your answer. What was unique about the bomb that blew up the courtroom? Was it because it was inside a stuffed animal? We know that, yes?
Yeah.
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 Jesus.
Mr. Payne, what kind of simpleton do you take me for?
I don't take you for a simpleton, I take you for a woman.
What's the difference?
It's stuffed inside a stuffed animal. A lot of stuff in here. Its evil intentions covered up by a cute exterior.
Very good. Have a cookie. The bomb that went off in the courtroom was indeed hidden inside a stuffed animal.
There, how do you like that? Not bad, huh?
That pose, man. It's just...
I am fine. Just like I said from the start. I can do this.
Yes, as I recall, the bomb was inside a stuffed animal the whole time. I never even got to take a look at it. But what connection does this impish elephant have to the defendant?
Elephant.
The answer to that question lies in another piece of evidence, which I have here.
That's the elephant's tail.
And what, pray tell, is this? It appears to be a little singed.
It's a tale, Your Honor. The tale of a poor victim of the explosion.
That is
Right?
incredible! Are you saying it's Detective Arm's tail?
Your Honor is so very close, but no, it belongs to the stuffed animal. It's called the Phony Fanty, a rather unpleasant name if you ask me.
Phony
Okay.
Fanty.
He's the mascot for a campaign to eliminate false evidence and false charges, is he not?
Exactly. His motto is phony evidence is just trunked up.
Sure.
Tying into Japan's cultural need to have a mascot for everything.
That's
What a-
so wrong on so many levels.
What a thing to campaign on, by the way. Imagine a campaign saying like, "Hey, we need to get rid of people falsifying evidence." It's like,
It's like, yeah, no shit.
okay, that's already illegal. Like, what do you want the government to do about it? The Phony Fanty's tail is made of vinyl cloth,
Okay.
and we found something very interesting on its surface: the defendant's fingerprints.
Wow.
What? So either
she just
either
fought
she
on the
touched
ground
it
afterwards.
before the explosion, in which case it doesn't make any fucking sense that the fingerprints would have been identifiable, or she touched it afterwards, which proves nothing.
Wow. What?
The Phony Fanty provided the prosecution with all the evidence we needed.
What?
It clearly proves the accused handled the bomb.
So
Obviously.
is the joke here that they're using a mascot that's designed to be against false evidence as false evidence?
I don't know, Zach. Hey,
She knocked herself out.
Her hair is very elastic.
But that doesn't make any sense. Why would Junie's fingerprints be on it?
That does appear to be pretty irrefutable evidence. The court accepts it into evidence.
Okay. Well,
Miss Woods, do you have an explanation for this?
No,
She's actually part of, what is it, the group that's like rallying against the false evidence, and she's like, I can't.
I mean,
be
she might
associated
have
with
been
Meow.
among the team that manufactured it. But once again, I will reiterate that the idea that there was a fucking bomb inside this stuffed animal and fingerprints survived on its tail after an explosion is insane.
I don't understand. I'm so sickly and orphanly. I'm a human, Sykes. Do you have any plausible explanation to refute this decisive piece of evidence?
Say decisive one more time. Well, I can't do it. I can't think of a single thing. But I better come up with something for Junie's sake. Which is like, I don't have anything.
If you can't produce an answer, we could always go straight to the ruling if you prefer.
No! I have something to say. Fast!
So good.
Oh no! I can't get my voice to work. Why now of all times? Doom dies.
Would you run out of battery?
What the fuck?
I'm sorry, flashbacks? I thought I overcame this already. Maybe I'm still not ready to stand in court.
Okay, so dramatic backstory. You got it. Oh!
Cutscene.
Animation?
Holy fuck!
What's happening?
What
That's
the
a lot of blood.
And she's the defendant.
Dang, what a crazy way
What
to show
the hell kind of... How are you...
Seriously.
How... You couldn't possibly be over this.
Probably nothing she said actually mattered.
As
Like, they
you can see,
defended-
there is no room for debate. Objection!
Sam Riegel.
Why, it's you.
Sam Riegel.
You're allowed back in the courtroom for... Oh, fuck. Zach now has 2 roles to do.
He's like, I finally got a,
Ooh!
relief.
Don't like that.
Yeah. Welcome to the fandom.
It's like, once again, I appreciate what they were going for, but I don't think it... I don't know. It just feels weird. It's not novel. He does not look good here. Exactly. Sorry it took me so long to get here, Athena.
I was busy converting from 2D to 3D.
Exactly. It was a painful process, clearly.
I kind of rushed the job, as you can see.
Paul explained the whole thing to me over the phone. He asked me to come help you out in his place.
Thanks for coming. I hate to admit it, but I was having a real rough time on my own.
That's
Nothing's
just the
even
Maya.
happened.
That's just the Maya pose, isn't it? Also, wouldn't it be really funny if, like, we just made a bunch of jokes about you being the protagonist, and then it's like, wrong, Zach's protagonist again?
Back to Zach.
Oh, I don't know. I think you were doing just fine, all things considered.
Based on
And you
what?
hung in there, giving me enough time to get here. Now, let's turn things around.
Turnabout, even, if you will.
You got it, boss.
Oh, I like that. That's fun. Ho ho ho! Look who just showed up out of the blue. You're not allowed to be here. Get the fuck out.
Delightfully devilish, Phoenix.
Delightfully devilish, Phoenix. Ho ho ho! If it isn't Mr. Phoenix right, you always manage to surprise me. Your Honor, Mr. Payne has called for an early ruling, but I believe there are still many things that need to be deliberated. Page. How did Miss Wood's fingerprints wind up on the stuffed animal tail? Was the bomb even detonated? Until these questions are answered, I assert it's impossible for a fair ruling to be made. We're absolutely right. Let
I
us
know what this
continue from
judge
where we
does.
left off. I assume you have
This
no
judge
objections, Mr. Payne?
Convinced by literally anything any of the opposing side says. Look at this evidence. Doesn't it seem pretty legit that this is the answer? The judge
You're
is like,
right.
"Ooh,
That makes no
you're
sense.
right."
And then the prosecution
And then the other
goes,
guy-
no, you're overthinking
Yeah,
it.
that's
You're
not right,
right. We're guilty.
Yeah.
It's whoever talks last.
Yeah.
Not at all, Your Honor. I'm so sickly and orphanly.
Miss Woods really looks like she's having it some. I think I took the fucking protagonist role back.
Yay!
I'm
Welcome back,
Fuck!
Mac.
Junie's really struggling, Mr. Wright.
So, like, can someone fill me in since I don't know jack about the series? Is Pain a mainstay character who just doesn't go away? I mean, it's out of all the games that we played, Winston Payne is typically like the intro character in terms of like he's the tutorial. But the joke, I guess,
We've
is
had
that
multiple
originally it was
iterations of
Winston
him.
Payne. This appears to be either his son or his brother, Gaspin Payne. And then in Great Ace Attorney, which takes place like many years earlier, it was like Ouchie, right? It was something like that. It was like Big Ouchie was his name.
Models basically all look the
What?
same.
Let's
The
see.
hair is just different.
Yeah.
Fun fact, this is the first game that doesn't feature an in-person appearance from Winston Payne. the
Okay.
series.
I mean, sure. Kinda though.
I get the sense she's afraid of the courtroom itself.
Sounds like someone I know.
Yeah, it was understandably very traumatic for her.
Poor thing. And here she is, back at the courthouse again, being so brave. I'd like to make a request, Your Honor. If at all possible, I'd like to have Miss Woods rest in the lobby. Given the defendant's condition, very well. I grant special permission.
You go get some rest, Junie, and leave the rest to us.
Okay, thank you. Sorry about this. I'm so sickly and so orphanly.
See, now if that restroom were to blow up, now we can blame her.
Phoenix Wright. Dual Destinies. I've been looking forward to meeting you.
It's been a while, Mr. Payne.
You're more clueless than I'd heard. I do believe you mean, how do you do? For I am Gaspin Payne. Dun, dun, dun. I am the younger brother of your long-standing rival, Winston Payne.
There you go. There's the explanation. In game.
Oh! Dude, that face is. Oh my god, these are awful! Long-standing rival? Were we ever rivals, let alone long-standing?
You'll see, Mr. Wright. I will cleanse Winston of the disgrace he met at your hands.
Oh my god. You me. Ace Attorney anime dub outtake moment. Here she is back in the whorehouse. Wait, can I do that again? It's a horse house. Looks like this royal pain is going to be as thoroughly unpleasant as the other.
Your Honor.
Oh my god, one being royal called
The
royal.
prosecution would now like to call a decisive witness to stand.
Shut the fuck
I
up.
said the word again. The witness will testify as how the accused detonated the bomb in the courtroom.
Very well. Please call your witness, Mr. Payne. Mr. Payne.
Oh,
Oh,
it's Kermit.
not only is it Kermit, but this very obviously evil cop.
Witness, your name and occupation, please.
Witness?
Aha!
Ted
Ted
detonate. So Ted is det backwards, and it's detonate.
Say that you voiced him
Fantastic.
in the intro, but you want me to take over for him?
You can go.
Okay. Name Ted Donate.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Fan freaking tastic.
Occupation, bomb disposal specialist.
Oh my, what a strange robotic voice you have.
Speech synthesis via typing. It is the same as me talking.
He sounds exactly like a robot.
Can't you speak in a normal manner?
I can,
Oh, he just can. Okay.
He can?
but I do not like to speak. Speaking is inefficient.
That's not right, but okay.
Energy expenditure, speaking, greater than, typing, understand.
What an odd witness.
Mr.
Judge
Tenate was in
every time.
charge of the bomb for the trial and was there when it went off.
Wow.
I can't believe that it's can disarm and then Ted tonates. Being a bomb squad specialist, do you have any relation to the victim?
Negative. I first met the girl while on the job.
The girl, she was 27.
Many people are employed by the police. I know only a fraction of them. However, I was shocked when I first discovered the body of the victim.
Oh, actually, I just
People
realized
really
this is the
delighted
second
when you
time that
actually
they've
kill
established
someone.
that yellow text is a robot voice, because Widget's text is also in yellow. It's kind of neat.
We're not
somehow-
bringing. It's the age of tech, Zach.
Yeah,
It
the
has its
distant
own
far
voice
off year of
now.
2027.
Oh,
I was the first one on the scene after the explosion.
hey,
Oh,
hey, Saba, real quick.
why?
Do you see anything fucked up with his neck?
Like it's like there's two veins they copy.
Yeah, there's, like,
pasted, one on
veins,
each
right?
side.
It's like he's straining just to be here.
He's holding back the urge to blow things
It
up.
represents me putting in the effort to do this voice.
Well, we appreciate it, Adrian.
I went there to ensure safety, but I ended up discovering a dead body.
He blew them up.
So he was the first to discover the body, was he? He probably just fucking smacked her in the back of the head with like a croquet mallet.
He is here to testify about the circumstances surrounding the moment of the explosion.
Very well. The court will hear Mr. Tenate's testimony. But at the very least, show this court some respect and remove that face guard witness.
I knew it. It's just him. He's
So-
wearing goggles underneath it.
Okay, so that's just weird then, right? Because it's like we obviously know, but then like what's the again? Okay, sorry. To finish my thought, what is the point of having the dramatic irony of the audience knowing that this guy is the real culprit, but yet the game is going to string us along for like 2 hours?
I guess the only thing I can think of is to like make us feel like more emphatic about how it's obvious. Like, no, it's not Judy. The cutscene showed me. This is unfair. I feel strongly about like that's the only guess that I have.
No, but I mean, but and I appreciate that analysis. But like you and I are on the same page in terms of like, well, there is no like build up to this. Then it's literally just like waiting. Right?
I guess there is the case of like they're trying to be like, well, what if it's their first game and they jumped in at number 5? You know,
Like,
maybe
let me ask you a question. It was already super obvious that this guy was the culprit, right? Imagine how much more interesting it would be if he lifted the face mask up and he didn't have the goggles. Because then there would be like a moment of conflict of like, oh, I guess it's not him, or maybe he's just not wearing the goggles for some reason, right? And then you could like keep going.
I don't know. The bomb was originally disarmed by me, then transported here as evidence. Bomb name HH3000, operated by timer or with a remote. I was watching from the gallery when I suddenly became alarmed. I saw that the bomb's timer was counting down with my zoom in goggles.
So even though the bomb was supposed to be disarmed, it somehow got switched on.
Precisely.
Ah.
Activating the timer is very simple. One
I
connect
wonder who
wires,
could've
2
done
switch
it.
on timer. A monkey could do it. I am sure even you would be able to do Mr. Right.
Look at that face.
Do you like his Photoshop smudge tool smirk?
That's terrible.
Photoshop smudge tool. I guess that this makes you the blue monkey in this barrel of fun, boss.
I'd now like to begin my cross-examination. Huh?
What are you talking about?
Mr. Tenate, what is that?
Decisive evidence?
HH3000, aka Hey Bomb.
Great googly moogly! Mr. Tenate, I demand that you disarm it this instant.
Disassembly complete.
Huh.
What are you talking about?
5.3 seconds. 0.2 seconds short of my personal best.
Sorry, I'm fucking flabbergasted.
So is the court.
Yeah.
Are you trying to give me a heart attack? I'm not exactly a spring chicken, you know.
This is an exact replica of the HH-2000. They sell it in department stores. It is used to
Who knows? By
practice
this
arming
point,
bombs.
maybe Juniper did do it. I'm so freaking confused now.
Disarm equals success. Explosion equals failure.
But you just reconstructed the bomb in like literally 5 seconds. So couldn't
But
you
it's
just?
a replica. He studied it, Zach, didn't you know?
But what he just said is explosion equals failure. So even if it's a replica, it still explodes.
They're very common. They sell these in the checkout aisle at grocery stores.
An exact replica of the bomb that exploded, is it? So that's what it looks like.
I submitted a photograph of the real bomb taken just before the trial.
I mean, okay.
Dimensions: 10-inch height by 10-inch weight by 10-inch depth. Weight 12 pounds. A perfect replication.
The bomb does appear to be a very good copy indeed.
Yes, however, I could not replicate the detonation mechanism. It has a very puzzling wire setup. It is regrettable that I could not replicate it.
It's regrettable.
Witness, that's enough. There is no need to replicate anything here. Okay. And now the defense would begin their cross-examination. Where has Miss Sykes gone to?
I've left. No, I'm actually underneath this.
Athena, you can come out now.
Okay, Mr. Wright, let's get to work.
Is Athena just traumatized, like, to infinity? Also, 12:16, 8:56 a.m.? Was that when the...
Yeah, they did court shortly after midnight.
Between 8 and 11 a.m.? I mean... Does that make... Wait, sorry. Does that make sense? Because, like, if he took a picture, wouldn't you know... Like, why would you say in the autopsy that it was between 8 and 11?
Well, it's cracked perfectly, so it could say 98 or 88.
Also, the photo was submitted before the trial, I assume, so he was just fucking around with this, like, right after midnight, and then the trial happened later in the day, I guess.
But what I'm saying is that... But look, it says, like, cause of death, trauma to the back of the head, time of death between 8 and 11 a.m. If you have photo evidence that was accepted into court record, because this was taken right before 9 a.m., why wouldn't you say, because it's clearly not detonated here, right? So wouldn't you just say between 9 and 11?
Oh, I straight up misread that, and I thought that there was colons from the 12, so I thought it was right after midnight.
No, it's because it's December 16th, right? So it's
the day
December
of,
16th
right.
at 8:56 a.m. So you see what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, I mean, assuming that timestamp isn't literally just fabricated, it's like this is literally just a secondary thing. Also, you still can't see the fucking wires, so how do we know that this is even the same bomb?
Oh.
I guess you were pretty scared, huh?
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so her thing is just denial. Got it.
She
was about to blow.
Hey, put a sock in it, Widget.
That's funny. As transparent as ever.
Now let's see. Where were we?
We were at the cross-examination.
Oh, cross-examination. Of course.
She seems disoriented. I wonder if she's all right. Maybe I should ask Athena if she remembers how the cross-examination to help her focus.
Do you like how they framed this tutorial where it's like, should I be an asshole or should I be nice and considerate?
So asshole would be leaving her to her own devices, or...
Yeah, clearly this traumatized, disoriented girl, nah, she'll be fine.
Athena, you remember how to conduct a cross-examination, right?
What? Of course I do. What kind of lore would I be if I didn't?
One at the start of one of these games.
Now, don't get upset, but what do you say to humoring me with a little review?
You got it. Basically, we examine a witness's testimony and compare it against the court record, searching carefully for any inconsistencies. This green text represents a witness's testimony. We can use it to advance to the next statement of their testimony. And E, to go back to the previous statement.
You.
Paying close attention to the testimony, we should keep an ear out for anything strange. And be prepared to present E, our case via the court record. The court record contains information on all the evidence we have at our disposal. We can use it to look for facts that conflict with what the witness has said. And present any counter evidence we find to refute that statement.
And what if nothing conflicts with the witness's testimony?
We give up. Never mind. Well, that's when we press Q. Witness for more information.
Okay.
Find any inconsistencies or lies in the testimony and reveal them to the court.
But once again, I will reiterate, if you lie in court and we prove that you knowingly lied, that should just stop right there, right?
That's what the cross-examination is all about.
It looks like you remember it just as I taught it. And it was a nice refresher, of course, for me.
If you can't find any contradictions, and you flub up too often, don't be afraid to ask me for help.
Wow, what? Okay, sorry, I'm actually a little annoyed that I was kind of excited to do a game with Athena, and now it's just like, no, it's Phoenix again. Like, she's literally just here as a narrative excuse to do the tutorial again.
Psych sack, I'm not the protagonist. You still have to voice
Oh my
everything.
god!
Womp womp.
You can't be fucking serious.
Or when the option to consult with me appears. Welcome back, sir. It's you. You're playing, not me.
God, but Athena Sykes, what a fucking protagonist name, man.
Zach, this is only the first time you've seen me. I haven't proven myself at all. Okay, you have to wait like 3 other games before I'm proven to do anything.
What about Apollo?
Suspicious statement. Nah, man, he was like
A guy.
The guy, yeah.
Sounds good. I'll be counting on you if I get in a bind. All right, it's cross-examination time.
You were right, Mikey.
I mean, that makes sense.
No, that doesn't make sense, because if it was disarm, why did it blow up?
That's a good point, actually.
Hold it!
I can disarm anything.
That doesn't prove anything. Just because you can disarm something doesn't mean you didn't disarm it.
Most of them are like
During-
dismantled and disarmed. That's a good point.
He just cuts one wire. Like there.
Is there any chance you could have forgotten to disarm the bomb?
I really like how when he has it in his hand and it goes to the animation where he switches back to steering forward, he snaps to forward, but the bomb still falls as if by gravity.
Right, making a real juxtaposition of the actual like timing of the animation.
It's a really good animation trick. Also, his fucking peepers are really upsetting.
Me when I see Pretty Woman.
Mm. Goggles enhance.
it's that meme of like I like to wear my sunglasses in public so women don't know that I'm like staring at their boobs or whatever, and then it cuts to this bomb disposal guy with just his magnifying glasses going all the way out. Okay. Oh, autoplay, thank God.
Hold it!
Pass on that. Again, it's not what that is. I practice presenting evidence every day myself. You
yeah,
know.
I talk to myself in the mirror constantly.
Oh my god. But do you ever practice having evidence presented to you? Ooh.
The judge is like, I do that.
Present it to me. What? No,
This guy is so fucking smug.
I do like him.
Also, I would like
That does
to
it.
I would like to point out
Mhm.
that the only times we have ever seen his pupils is when his goggles are extended. So in that thing where he's facing forward looking smug, I think the implication is that his goggles are extended really close to the screen.
Yeah.
That's really funny. I'm gonna start practicing having evidence presented to me every day. And you better drink some coffee, boss. We're gonna be pulling an all-nighter.
I like that she's not incompetent. Like, she's just eager.
I mean,
Zach on trial, Adrian pulls out his phone like, objection! I have this from our group chat. Listen, are worth either of our time. I mean, press. How do you see that? Wait, actually, how
yeah,
could
was
he
he
have
like
seen
up
it?
in the gallery?
Wait,
Yeah.
hold up. How could he have seen it if it was supposed to be inside the fucking doll?
Well, maybe.
Well, no, they pulled.
we
I'm pretty sure they pulled it
gotta-
out because everyone else knew that there was a bomb in there, right? Unless they were just like hearing it ticking down, I guess.
Unless you happen to find the contradiction.
Oh, his answer is these goggles.
I can even see what you had for breakfast by looking at your tie.
I guess it's possible he saw the timer if he was wearing those goggles. I don't think I follow.
Yeah. Bomb was completely inside the stuffed animal. That's what I thought.
So you're trying to find testimony that conflicts with the evidence, right?
This is the you got the last
This
one.
must be the we hit
Okay.
the end of the thing.
Yeah, I don't think I need to say this.
Yeah. I mean, remember, we don't usually voice act the testimonies, so.
No, I know, but it was the start, so I was like, maybe just do the interesting stuff. A bomb that didn't look like a bomb.
So just present the stuffed animal on stage 4.
Objection!
The music cut out, thank God. So you say you saw the bomb's countdown, is that right?
Of course, we saw it counting down to 0.
And I say that you are clearly lying. Oh God, this face.
What are you talking about with that stupid ass face?
There's no way you could have seen the bomb's timer. After all, the bomb was concealed inside a stuffed animal. I forgot.
Wow.
Mr. Tenate, how can you claim to know the bomb was about to go off when you couldn't even see the timer?
What? No!
It's like screaming. That does seem like a glaring inconsistency indeed. Witness, how do you explain this?
I was lying.
Well, alright.
Ooh, that was great, Mr. Wright.
That's a very cute face. I like that. Also, could you imagine how uncomfortable it would be to wear your hair like that all day?
You found a
Yeah, mostly just
contradiction
get
right off
away.
the bat.
Always remember, Athena, when you find an inconsistency in a
I
witness's
am the
testimony,
goat.
there's always a reason behind it. Stop snapping into position like that.
It could be a lie, a hidden meaning, a secret. Whatever it is, it's up to us to dig it out.
And pointing out every contradiction we find is the best way to do it, right, boss?
I mean, the best contradiction at the time, yes. Now the question is, what can we dig out of Mr. Tenate?
Well, let me see.
How are you sweating on the outside of your visor?
No, there must be some mistake. Oh yes, of course. I remember now. The sound. I knew because of the sound.
You heard it
Definitely
from
not
all the way
lying.
in the gallery.
I'm about to say, how would you do that?
Don't worry about it. Stupid. When the timer of this type of bomb is switched on, it beeps softly. Beep.
Softly.
Beep. Beep.
From all the way in the gallery.
It is the sound
You
of the
heard
bomb
this.
counting down.
A beeping noise, you say? I suppose it would be possible to notice that, even with the bomb inside a stuffed animal.
I simply made a mistake. My bad.
My bad.
Oopsies.
Man.
Whoops.
Oops, Your Honor.
How in the world did you hear such a tiny little sound all the way from the gallery? I'm glad we don't have to fucking present evidence for that.
Listening for the sound of a bomb's timer is integral to part of my work. I constantly undergo training so that I will never miss it.
I hardly think training would help you hear something so soft from so far away, from inside a stuffed animal. What now?
He's looking at us. He's like, I can detonate this if you want me to.
Are you making light of the fine art of disarming bombs? It is all a mission that I put my life on the line to perform. What kind of specialist would I be if I could not hear a bomb's timer?
The kind of specialist that creates bombs to blow up instead.
It's not like descending a toaster, you know.
I do like the consistency of him while he's doing this animation speaking. That is a good consistency. Now he's just showing off.
You keep asserting the sound is too tiny to hear, but the only tiny thing here is your skill as a lawyer. Being mistrustful is not an attractive quality, you know.
And you're just overflowing with attractive qualities, aren't you?
Or perhaps you have some proof that Mr. Tonate did not hear the sound.
Well, no, but it still seems totally suspect. But it's going to be really hard to prove that he didn't hear something. If I have this correct, the prosecution's argument is that someone reactivated the bomb before it was brought into the courtroom. What I don't understand, Mr. Payne, is why you believe that person to be Miss Woods. That's a good point.
Well, that's
All
simple,
because
Your
of
Honor.
fingerprint.
Mr. Tonate happened to be there when it happened.
So was the detonate man, okay?
He was there when the defendant rearmed the bomb.
Rearmed the bomb. You
What
saw
is this now?
It happened
You
before.
saw this.
It happened before the trial started. It was when Detective Arm and I were transporting the bomb. We brought the bomb to the lobby for the defense on the really low couch. Bomb equals evidence. The lawyer wanted to see it before they started the trial. Looking for a chance to get the bomb, Miss Woods was already there in that lobby. Her goal was surely to rearm the bomb and steal a remote switch.
The remote switch?
Yes, the switch that controls the bomb remotely. Duh. It has been missing ever since the incident.
Switch that starts the time of bomb countdown just before the blast and it's now missing. Okay.
I am partially to blame. I left the bomb and remote on top of the transport case. And they were rearmed and stolen while I was talking with the lawyer. The defendant then used the remote from inside the courtroom to start the timer.
Objection!
How can you assert so unequivocally that the bomb was rearmed in the lobby?
The bomb was safely secured in the transport case. The only time it was outside of the case was in the lobby. Therefore, that was the one and only opportunity anyone had to meddle with it.
Then,
Obviously.
And once again, it's like, just to reiterate, it's like, well, okay, cool, who took it out of the case? Oh, the bomb defusal guy? Cool, then you also had the opportunity to rearm it. Fuck you.
That didn't happen.
Someone other than Mr. Tenate could have opened the case and taken the bomb out.
Impossible. The transfer case is assigned exclusively to me. Do you see this number here? That is my identification number. And I have the only key that can open the case.
So we have a bomb guy who's very, knowledgeable about bombs, being the only person who should have access to a case of a bomb that exploded.
Like in a different, Saba, I fully agree with your assessment, because it's like, in a different circumstance, this would all, every single thing, oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, thank you, Mikey.
Why did you hear that? Nice.
It's driving me a little crazy, I guess, because it's like, in a different circumstance, every single thing he's admitting to here would have been presented as evidence for why he's the culprit. You know what I mean?
Well,
it's like, you're the only person who could have opened it. And it's like, well, yeah.
Well, Zach, listen, obviously the police launched an investigation and they found that the police was not a suspect.
I've never heard that before.
Obviously, Zach. Why would the police be a suspect in anything?
Sorry, I had to fix my camera for a second. Anyway.
He had to gouge his own eyes out. That's what he had to do.
Gouge his eyes. You have no proof that it was Miss Woods who stole the remote switch.
And by the same token, I'm getting away stuff.
And by the same token, you have no proof it wasn't her. That's your job.
Not in Japanifornia, it isn't.
Not in California.
God! The fact that they're starting with this bullshit on case 1 is already giving me a fucking headache. Oh my god, and you don't have proof that she didn't do it. That's not the fucking point.
Japanifornia.
But what I do have is piece of evidence that proves the defendant handled the bomb.
Why do you like this series again? I don't know.
The stuffed animal. She touched the stuffed animal. There was nothing to indicate that she touched the bomb inside the stuffed animal.
5 minutes, 24 seconds, 2.3 deciseconds. The defense's advantage lasted a mere 5 minutes.
Talk about rotten hand. As long as they have their fingerprints as their trump card, I'm at a big disadvantage. I mean, she probably touched the doll, but then didn't touch the bomb, right? Because that's what he said, right? Was that to rearm it, all you had to do is reconnect the wires? It's like, okay, well then she's not wearing gloves. She should have fucking had fingerprints.
You should have had fingerprints, yeah.
But can I say that? No. We have to wait another hour.
You love how
It
Kermit is one of
appears
the
we have
lawyers.
heard from the defendant herself. We have to hear from the defendant herself once more.
I wholeheartedly agree, Your Honor. I'd like to recall Miss Woods to the stand.
I trust you have no objections, Mr. Wright?
I'm worried about her condition, but we do need to hear her testimony. On the other hand, I'm not sure I want to make Athena mad.
I can read your feelings, you know, boss.
Guess there's no hiding from her, huh?
Don't worry, I know we need her testimony. But if anybody picks on her again, they'll pay. And then I'll be the one who's going to be put on the stand for
Exactly. I guess she's already at anger level 1? What the fuck? Is she a robot?
Don't worry, I'll stop the proceedings before I let anything bad happen to her. What a nod.
The defense has no objections, Your Honor.
Did that show his whole neck? In that case, I will take my leave.
But I will leave this bomb.
But before I do, there's just one more thing. Mr. Wright, is it?
I'll have
Me?
you a present.
Yes?
Dismantling bombs is my job. Dismantling the case is yours. Do you think that you can handle it? I look forward to seeing you try.
I can't wait till we bag this guy.
This guy's hiding something, I just know it.
Now, if you'll excuse me. Alright, are you ready for Athena's stupid-ass gimmick?
You're shitting me, there's no way.
Bailiff,
She
please
could
go
just
to the
be
lobby and bring back the
investigated.
defendant.
Junie!
Hi, Gina.
She looks even worse off than before. She's so nervous.
Don't worry, Junie. We're here for you.
Thanks, Lita. I'll do my best too. You blew up the court because you bear resentment against the courts, correct? No, of course not. I'm so orphanly. What's that you say? I can barely hear you over the orphanness. I haven't done anything wrong. This prosecutor's scary.
Objection!
I am not scary.
What an idiot little girl. Stop it and tell the truth.
This is getting ugly. Oh, because he's bullying her. So is Athena about to go fucking Francisco mode all over Pain?
You rearmed the bomb because you wanted to blow up the courthouse. Admit it. That's why you went to lobby where Mr. Justice was, isn't that right?
Also, first off, leading the witness.
Mr. Wright, can I give that prosecutor a smack?
No. What? Of course not.
Do we have to review Courtroom Manners 101 again?
We can't let a creep like that bully innocent girls. Oh, like this get off so easily. You know, same point.
It's the same point.
Close enough.
I haven't forgotten. I haven't forgotten about how he treated you.
Don't worry about me. Just help Junie. Her heart's crying out. I can see feelings, apparently. She's so scared. So very scared.
Looks like Athena's picking something up with her heightened sense of what?
Wait, so
I mean,
Apollo
I
has
guess
a
you could have
heightened sense of sight.
hearing, but not feeling?
We're not even
Oh,
there
yes,
yet.
I hear people's feelings.
We're not even there yet.
How are we not even there yet?
You'll see, you'll see.
Time.
And it sounds like this time it's the voice of Mrs. Woods' heart.
I think we're the witch. Here.
You stole the remote switch and used it as a corner, didn't you?
Objection!
Your Honor, please put a stop to this. Mr. Payne is badgering the defendant.
Also, yes. Yes, Miss Woods does seem quite frightened. Mr. Payne, I ask that you behave more like a gentleman.
But don't you know, Your Honor?
I'm not
There
a
is
gentleman.
no more a gentleman in this world than I.
Oh, as if a gentleman or even a gentleman would behave like he does. Don't let that rude ruffian win.
Tina! It's like crying.
How dare you call a gentleman such as a rude ruffian? I'll have you know I attend a manners class every Saturday.
Like,
That's
okay,
funny.
I don't mean to shit on the game like this, but because I'm sure the other games are better, but this is the first case that's already makes some horrible first impressions for me. Listen, we gotta keep going. Like, and the thing is, I like a couple of the characters so far, but I don't know, it is kind of, it feels like they have to hit a bunch of tropes early, and I'm like, I don't know.
Zach is just mad because he has a manners class sponsorship and he's blowing it with them right now.
Fuck.
I'm more than just a gentleman. I'm a genteel man.
Genteel man.
Not when you're terrorizing a young lady, you're not. I demand my money back from that manners class if I were you.
I should probably be the adult here and stop the two of them, but he's 50-something
is.
years old.
But it is funny.
Mr. Payne, that will be enough.
Certainly, Your Honor. No further questions. Let's move on to the defendant's testimony. Miss Woods, please share with the court what you were doing when the bomb went off.
Mikey doesn't like hearing people's hearts. The voice of people's hearts.
Well, that day,
Legitimate.
I was watching sickly from the gallery. The bomb went off. And Rebel started falling on me. It fell on top of me. I felt so orphanly and
And my
sickly.
lungs were crushed, and that's why I'm coughing. Junie's clearly in pain being forced to recall the bombing like this. She can't even get her words out.
This isn't going to work. So what now? Hey, wait a minute. Even if she can't vocalize what she wants to say,
Are you ready? Are
And
you ready?
listen to what's inside
Are you
her
ready?
heart.
Are you ready?
Yes, now's the perfect time to use Athena's power. Fuck off! Listen, I already didn't like that Maya had, like, actual psychic bullshit that she could do, and I definitely didn't like the psyche locks, because that was, like, unnecessary. But you can't possibly tell me that the series is going in a direction where some young lawyers have fucking superpowers.
Are you ready, Zach?
Zach's gonna get up and walk off camera. I'm close, man. You can hear it, can't you, Athena? The cries of Miss Wood's heart?
Yes, and they sound incredibly strained.
Is this... Wait, hold on. Is this why Widget speaks for her sometimes? I don't... Whatever. You already have Minority Report gloves. Do you need another gimmick?
She's so scared, I think she could collapse at any second.
Athena has a unique ability, you see. With her finely tuned sense of hearing, she can hear the words of a witness's heart. In essence, she can sense how a person is really feeling from the tone of their voice.
Okay, that is nothing
that
to
makes
do
more
with
sense.
how well you can
Hang on,
hear.
wait,
That has
wait.
nothing to do with how well you can hear, though.
No, we're not there yet. We're not there yet.
I
We're
guess it's
almost
all
there.
up to Athena and her special ability now. Okay, so Adrian, you need to give me a fucking second because I need to, just so that way I can keep moving forward. I am rationalizing this as she has a very high tune, like a very fine-tuned sense of hearing, and
Like empathy. and
she's
stuff.
very good at picking up on the intonations of someone's voice. That's what I'm picking it up as right now, and they're just phrasing it as hearing their heart because that's like dramatic. That's what I'm thinking right now. If it turns into something more, I'm gonna fucking crash out.
We're gonna quit.
Zach's gonna crash
We're
out.
giving up, man.
Athena, I want you to use the analytical psychology stop. What?
All right?
And listen to the testimony of Miss Woods' heart.
Why didn't he start off with that? Your psychology class that you took, use the information you've learned from that. After
So the
all, this
reason
is
I
the whole
put-
reason I put all that effort into studying analytical psychology. Why doesn't he start off with this? Off gets? Let's do this. I don't even know what that means.
You're
That-
at least trilingual.
I'm about to say, so it seems like she's just supposed to be like a learned person, I guess, or at least multilingual.
You ready?
This has nothing to do with psychology, but okay.
So your holographic thingamabob can show us how Miss Wood is feeling. What?
In a nutshell, yes.
We need a new gameplay segment, Zach, to refresh the series.
The emotions and images that I pick up on just now while listening to her testimony. So we're listening to a line, and then she enters in like sad face because she's like, I picked up in the intonation she was sad or whatever. I can enter all that into Widget and use the mood matrix to analyze them. I mean, I guess.
She literally just did a smiley face. So, because remember, this is a 3DS game, so this
Yes,
would be
yes.
on the bottom screen.
Correct.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
The mood markers
Hey.
here reflects fluctuations in Junie's emotions.
It is kind of neat that these are the 4 emotions that we've seen Widget showcase so far.
When she feels happy or is enjoying the memory, the happy marker will light up. When she feels angry or frustrated, the angry markers will react.
This is a
Can we
weird
explain?
parallel, but why is Athena's special power that she's like in tune with emotions? And that's like the same thing as like when they made Princess Peach's first game. It was like, oh, she's a woman, so her power is emotions.
We are better at empathizing.
Well, no, this is
every
Athena's power
man
because she
ever.
studied analytical psychology, remember?
Oh, yes,
Psychology.
analytical psychologist.
Analytical
When she
psychology,
feels
that's the word.
sad,
probably.
the blue will light up. And when she feels surprised or confused, this will light up. So I'm showing it to you.
So with your special ability and Widget's mood matrix program, we can track how Miss Woods is feeling as she testifies. Okay.
Yeah, how
So-
do you say that again? Yeah.
So in universe, she's obviously, so she herself, a non-analytical, like, sure, she might have this power. This is not admissible in court, period. right?
It's not a power. I feel like this whole wording of hearing her heart should just have been thrown out, and she just sort of said, as you study analytical psychology, you're able to pick up people's emotions and their cues, and you have a physical manifestation of this
In their
tech
like,
that'll
you can
help
pick up on their underlying emotional state during their testimony. Totally fine, makes perfect sense. Like that actually
That makes
seems
perfect
totally
sense.
fine, right? And then the idea of, once again, this
Using
is
the word
not admissible
superpower
evidence,
is
but you could
stupid.
use it to guide your questioning. That's fine.
Yes.
Now,
Yeah.
I understand that given the fact that this is a video game and she has some bullshit like sci-fi stuff going on, I can totally understand them using this like mood matrix thing in order to have something on the screen because it's a video game. That's fine.
Yeah.
I can get over that. But it's just like the way that they're phrasing it is psychotic.
Yeah, she's got a superpower.
It's
And then
her
they brought up
ability,
analytical
Zach.
psychology, and I'm just like, what the frick? What do you mean superpower? She just
It's her
learns
ability.
stuff.
It's her knack, her power.
Like that would be like straight up. That would be like Grant, like me and Grant going to an interview, and then him being like, Zach's secret power of speaking for the universe, and it's just that I'm fucking loud.
Speaking through the voice of the universe.
Like what the fuck are you talking about? Like, yeah, it's dramatic and cool, but at the same time, not accurate. This is some My Hero Academia quirk bullshit. I don't know, man. Like, because that's the thing.
Like they
is that
talk
like
about it like that, but it's legitimate. It's actually legitimate. Like, yeah, she studied archaeology, so she's able to see the flaws and
Archaeology?
details of like a thing. Yeah, that's what I'm just like. It's like
Oh, you're using like a different thing. Okay.
Yes, I'm using another thing. Yeah, it's just so random the way we're speaking about this. Yeah.
Like, once again, she can have a heightened sense of hearing. Like, that's a thing that a person can have. It's just weird that it's parallel to, like, the thing that Apollo has. But then again, Apollo's thing, which I don't think they ever properly explained, is because of this fucking millennium bracelet that he has.
Yeah.
So it's like, his thing is like an actual artifact.
Let me
A
remind
la
you,
the Magnemite,
this is not
right?
even a heightened sense of hearing. As long as she just hears the person, you can pick up on intonation without being a super hearing person.
No, right, but I'm saying like because the explanation I get, like, so the thing with the reason why I'm totally fine with them saying that she has like really, really good hearing is that otherwise, wouldn't everybody just be doing this? Like, wouldn't every detective or lawyer just take an analytical psychology class to be able to do this? Like, so the idea of her having a heightened sense of hearing that she can pick up on even the things that other people can't, that's fine. That makes it make sense. What's the next game going to have? A heightened sense of smell so you can literally smell when someone's bullshitting in court? No, that's Demon Slayer.
That's what they're saying. No, that can be legit, totally. Let's give it a shot. I'm picking up on some kind of discord or noise in Junie's heart.
Some kind of Discord or
Why do you
Skype,
say
maybe
Junie's
even
heart?
Zoom.
Well, Skype doesn't exist anymore.
Sure,
Noise
Sloppy
level
24/7.
100%.
See here, this is what the noise looks like in the mood matrix. It's a result of inconsistencies between her testimony and her feelings.
This must be, so it's just straight, once again, just kind of
Getting
thinking.
more
Because this is
BSy.
because this is a 3DS, I'm assuming that normally what this would look like is the top screen would just be her with the text, and then the bottom screen would be noise, but it wouldn't be like transparent. That's what I have to assume.
Yeah.
If we can pinpoint these inconsistencies, the noise level should drop.
Interesting. Time to listen to Miss Wood's true testimony. Oh, look at look what they fucking took from us, dude. Fucking Nintendo and your 3D mandate bullshit. Look at that fucking adorable ass sprite. Are you shitting
not-
me?
Listen, it wasn't called the 2DS until later. It was
But
called the
that's
3DS.
what I'm saying, man. It's like you fucking ruined Pokemon. You ruined Ace Attorney for a bit. God damn it. Okay.
So remember, you're looking for emotion that doesn't
Surprised
make
and
sense for the
confused.
thing.
Surprised, confused. And she was happy that the rubble was falling.
What? That's a little
Maybe-
weird.
well,
All right,
maybe
so that's the weird thing.
That's pretty weird.
So,
isn't
but
it?
she was still also surprised. Okay, straight up, that's interesting. That's actually really cool.
I think I have a good grasp on Junie's
Emotional
whatever.
state now, sorry.
Yeah.
power of Athena's is incredible. Shut the fuck up.
It's a power. It's a supernatural
And
phenomenon.
I'm seeing an unexpected emotion that's inconsistent with the content of her testimony.
But once again, it's like, it's so crazy because it's like, we can't possibly submit this as evidence, but we can use it as a guide for questioning. That's fine.
Right.
No, you gotta wait. In 5 seconds, we'll be like, Junie, we saw that you were actually happy that the rubble was falling on top of you. Can you explain that?
Yeah, exactly. And like the second that happens, it's bullshit again. It's as bad, if not worse, than Apollo's thing.
Apollo's thing is crazy. I feel like we're going there, though.
Let me tell you, Zach, they did not learn their lesson from last game, where Apollo never shuts the fuck about how he saw this thing, and that's why he has to go instead of just asking questions.
But the difference is that when Apollo, because Apollo's thing is like looking at visual clues for ticks when people are lying or telling like only part of the truth, right? The problem is that he then tells them so that they're aware of it and they stop doing it. Like, that's the part that's fucking stupid, right? Because once again, if you're looking for visual ticks and then you just ask them something, that's totally fine. So it's like, in the similar sense to this, if we now say, oh, when you were talking about the rubble, you were happy. What's up with that? That's not as bad because she's not, like, lying, I guess. There's just, like, a weird emotional undertone there. But I don't know. It's just weird, man.
It is weird, but we'll see. We'll see
When
how
you
this plays
find
out
an
later.
unexpected emotion,
I also like that her cybernetic gloves are literally just like the gloves that they use for drawing on flips and stuff.
They were the opposite, because those gloves, they have the glove on the ring finger and pinky, so you don't drag and smear with your. With
Oh,
those
is
fingers and
that
tablet.
what that is?
She's wearing archery gloves.
Oh shit, she is wearing archery gloves. You're so right.
'Cause
Need to
Athena, archery-
pinpoint it.
I think
Okay.
they just need to click
Yeah.
on it and then select the unexpected emotion or reaction. Yes.
So just pinpoint and then
Pinpoint.
Okay.
Got it.
So I can.
Yeah.
It's actually very interesting. So I can see how this mechanic turns into the jury system from Great Ace Attorney, right? Because the Great Ace Attorney jury system is like, it's a testimony of like a bunch of jurors, and then you just see how they react to each other. Like that, I can see where this becomes that. Miss Woods, as the rubble was falling, was there also something that made you feel happy? That's psychotic. That's a crazy thing to just ask.
Yeah, I told you this is what we're doing, huh?
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't like completely undermine the mechanic, but it is crazy.
What the fuck are you talking about, Phoenix?
What the fuck?
Mr. Wright, the feeling of happiness is spreading throughout Judy's heart. Oh, yeah. Keep going on this point, and I bet Judy will start to calm down.
What are you talking
How
about?
these two things connect at all.
She was like, oh, finally, the sweet release of death. Great, let's hear what she has to say.
Just as I was about to escape the courtroom, the bomb went off.
She's like a super, what is it? Like high stakes. Like she likes the films and the
Masochist.
books. But she's like, I'm in an actual dangerous situation. How exciting.
Oh my god,
I was-
holy shit, Saba, that'd be crazy if that was true.
I was so startled I tripped. And then rubble started falling on top of me. I really thought I was dead. But then, new animation,
I'm sorry?
Apollo came and rescued me.
She has got an Apollo! She has got an Apollo! Fuck you. Apollo? So wait, so we're not even using this for new testimony. We're using this to calm her down so she can get out her real testimony.
He used to sometimes shield me from the rebel.
Oh, and that's why he's so fucked up. So that's when he sustained those injuries.
How do you feel, Junie? Did talking about Apollo give you some courage?
Yeah, Apollo is just like the sun, strong and bright and warm. almost
Well,
like
you
he
know,
was
that's
named after
literally
that.
what his name is about.
Yeah. Just talking about it makes me feel like a leaf undergoing photosynthesis.
And see, your coughing stopped all of a sudden. All of a sudden, yeah, that was bad.
You're right. Thank you,
Breathe
Stina.
again.
Noise level 50.
Looks like we were able to draw out some new testimony.
Yeah, pretty neat, huh?
So, okay. Now there's anger and sadness as well. And that's like, okay, because that's like the thing, right? Is that like, sorry, because I'm so fascinated by this choice to make this a mechanic. So it's like, let's assume that later we're gonna have witnesses that are less cooperative, right? Obviously, like we're gonna bring the bomb guy back in, right? And the bomb guy is gonna be like angry, but he won't show it, right? And then it's like, if we ask, hey, our algorithm is showing that you're angry right now. Can you explain why? Wouldn't he just go, no?
I think the equivalent is, Zach, imagine that Apollo, the angry situation, right? Apollo would see his eyebrow twitching,
Right.
and that's like, oh, you're actually blank instead, right? And for us, it's just the icon pops up, and we're like, we see you're actually angry on the inside, and they're like, I can't believe you caught me. Remember, Zach, if we just tell them, like,
sure, but the difference
like,
is,
logically they should stop doing it. But this is the same thing.
Well, it's not the
not
same
angry.
thing though, because the thing is that this is how they feel on the inside. It's not like a quirk or a twitch that they're doing, like a nervous tick.
No, I'm saying your reaction of like, oh, they could just stop their tick because we told them that they're ticking.
Right,
is
but
the same as like, yeah, they could just say, no, I wasn't angry.
Okay, I understand what you're saying. So
Yeah.
they can't stop it, but they literally can just say, "What are you talking about?"
But there's still some noise left, meaning there must be some discord in Junie's heart.
So it's an extension of the psyche lock. Got it. We'll have to keep going then.
Let me input this new information and update the mood matrix, and we'll be good to go. And remember what to do, right?
Can you stop snapping your head to the side like that? It's fucking... It's... When I find an unexpected emotion, I should first pinpoint it. And then select it from the...
That's right, you select it, and if we can find the reason for the discord in her heart... I mean, we're not, it's not really discord. We've essentially just made her, like, relive a happy memory, and that helped her be more courageous.
Yeah, we calmed her down.
Discord. Yeah.
Tried to run, but I was too slow. Yep. Stuff started falling.
So the happy went away.
And then this is going to be the new thing, because then Apollo shows up, right?
And now she's happy.
Oh, and she's also sad.
But
That's
not as, just a little bit sad,
Because he got hurt.
Yeah.
I think that's where that is. He got hurt, yeah.
You said you were happy when Justice saved you, right?
Yeah, I was really happy.
Holy fuck. Sorry, I just looked at... We haven't even been doing this for 2 hours. I'm fucking exhausted.
We're almost there.
Holy shit, man. Thank God we're only doing 2 cases of this. My God.
We're almost done with day 1 of the trial.
Oh my god, it's the tutorial!
The reason I asked is, when you were describing how you were rescued, we sensed a little sadness, too.
Well, I'm glad he's not saying on our mood matrix. We also, with this, you see this sad face that's glowing? That's what told us you were sad.
I think it's probably because of bum rap Raimi.
What? Bum
Oh
rap
my, no, Saba, it must be, because it was phony Fanny or whatever, right, for the elephant? This must be bum rap Rhino. Bum rap Rhino? Well, what do you know? Something new.
That's right, I brought my stuffed animal, Bum Rap Rainy, to watch the trial with me.
What does bum rap mean?
Bum Rap Rainy and Phony Fanty are brothers.
Bum rap would be like a bum rap sheet. Like, you essentially just throw a bunch of random shit onto a person's, like, accusations to exponentially increase their punishment.
Okay, so now we're getting close to the fact that she is connected to this, what is it, probably the protest or whatever.
Right.
So that's why she's got, like, these merchandise.
Who knew that the legal world could inspire a whole line of merchandise?
I had Bum Rap Rainy with me when I was watching the trial. But it wasn't until Apollo saved me I realized I lost him while I was running away. My poor Riley, a victim of a terrible bomb.
Alrighty.
You can see what it looks like on this poster.
Oh, this also has a tail. The tail comes from the rhino.
Oh my god, Saba, you're
It's like a
right.
campaign to eradicate fake evidence and false charges.
Oh, Phony Fanny is the bad guy pinning it on Bum Rap Riney. Funny.
They're also blue and red, if you notice.
Oh my
One's
god.
also wearing a suit somewhat similar to Phoenix, right?
No! Nothing against the
Mr.
campaign, but why an elephant and a rhino?
Wright, I don't sense any discord in Junie's heart anymore. That means this must be her full testimony. We got all of it.
So I guess that means we managed to draw. Okay, so but that's like thank God the judge is like really bad at his job, because like the two things we added to the testimony were, oh, Apollo Justice saved me and I lost my stuffed rhino. Neither of those things I would be like, if I was the judge, I'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Get that shit off the record.
No, because look, tail. Clearly it connects.
No, I know, we know that. But I'm just saying, like the judge, if he was actually doing his job correctly, would be like, "What the fuck?" The judge
has been fully asleep this whole time. He's like, technology. Like,
Oh, I remember when they invented electricity.
I'll just make an update with the something. So do you think her new testimony will help?
Absolutely. I don't know what I would have done without you, Athena. So Bum Rap Riney was in that courtroom when the bomb went off. So that explains why her fingerprint would be on the tail, right?
Yeah, because it's her stuffed animal's tail.
Now that we know that,
She tried to
it
hold
changes
on
the
to
meaning of
him.
the other piece of evidence. All
And
I
he
have to
got
do
destroyed.
is present it at the right statement.
yep.
She lost.
Oh, we're doing it. Oh, that's ew. I hate that the I thought the eye whatever was just gonna be like a thing. I didn't realize that.
I
That's
imagine it's like a rope with like cloth, right? So it's just like swinging balls.
A little
connected
thing
to
on
the
a
eye.
string. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can try to present on the one with the thing.
this one because it's the
Yeah.
tail, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Objection!
Miss Woods, I know this trial has been very hard for you, but you can relax now. You are, without a doubt, innocent.
Mr. Wright, what wild assertion are you making now?
My wild assertion is simply this. The two stuffed animals were mixed up. The tail the defendant's fingerprints were on wasn't that of Phony Fanty. It's the tail of her gallery companion, Bum Rap Riney.
What? What nonsense is this? I can see they're both stuffed animals, yes, but they're completely different characters. An elephant and a rhino. Why am I doing it? They're as distinct as a...
Why am I doing?
Hang on, let me sit up. It's fucking not how we're doing.
Why am I doing shorts?
They're as distinct as a defense lawyer and a prosecutor.
Are they really so different? Both defense lawyers and prosecutors strive to protect the peace through law.
Even elephants and rhinos have some similar characteristics. They're both gray, for example.
Anyway, this poster is all I need to prove my assertion to be true. If I may direct the court's attention here, you'll clearly see how the two got mixed up.
Take that!
Nice.
Well, would you look at that? The two tails are exactly the same.
Yes, exactly. The two stuffed animals are based on entirely different animals, but the design of their tails is exactly the same.
Take the.
Oh! He has a comb over!
Who could have guessed?
Order! Order! As long as the possibility exists that the tail belongs to Bum Rap Riney, we can no longer consider it to be decisive proof that the defendant handled the bomb. As things stand, I consider the charges against the accused unsubstantiated. Would you agree, Mr. Payne?
Oh, yes, of course, Your Honor.
Ooh, That was great, Mr. Wright. You turned things right around.
Yeah, it's not over yet, but at least we managed to hold out this long.
I believe that brings our proceedings for today to a close.
I just realized I'm doing the fucking voice from the animation, the jury duty. I'm doing the judge's voice from that. Please rise.
Making jury. Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Let us reconvene tomorrow.
Oh my god, this actually spreads across 2 days? Are you fucking shitting me?
Oh,
Court is
yeah.
adjourned.
Well, I think there has to be an intermission where we're like, okay, well, she's, been exonerated, but who did it?
Well, she hasn't been exonerated. It's just that the definitive evidence doesn't apply anymore. Also, what the fuck is that picture?
It's an empty dining room table in the middle of nowhere.
In the woods.
Right?
Yeah.
I guess it looks
I
like
think
it
his
could be a
house is
wedding, I
back.
guess.
Oh, could be a wedding. That's true.
That was so exciting, boss. We did it. True to form, you managed to barely pull it off at the very last moment.
I had to have known that she wasn't going to be the protagonist, because, like, why on earth would they have the cute girl character not be the companion that you constantly see in cutscenes and stuff? True to form? Gee, I never knew you had such a glowing opinion of me.
Thank you for everything you're doing.
I karate chop her. Adrian's like, roll to attack. You did great, Miss Woods. You really stuck it out.
And you got really brave at the end, just when we needed you the most, Junie. Thanks to you, we were able to turn things around.
Do they sell jackets like this? Long sleeve jackets that only go to like the bottom of the rib cage?
Yeah, it's a crop blazer.
Yeah.
A crop blazer?
Welcome
Yeah,
to the world of
absolutely.
fashion.
Fuck
Exactly. Although a lot of crop blazers usually
That's
go
like
with,
all
like,
I need
high-
is a t-shirt.
Usually you
or
pair
a
them with
Hawaiian
high-waisted
shirt.
pants or skirts, rather than what Athena's going on.
Okay.
Oh shit. Well, you were the one that gave me the courage. I was busy looking at crop blazers online.
Really? Thanks.
What the fuck is
So-
that face?
Be honest, was I any help at all?
Oh my god.
Listen, I respect them trying to make emotive female characters, okay?
I mean, that's really great, right? At least they're not doing the Disney route where it's like, oh, you have to be within like 5% of the base face. Like, I appreciate that, but it is, like, you know what it is? It's because it's in 3D that my brain is like, this is too close to being wrong. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause if this was just a sprite, I would be over it like super fast. Without you, we never would have gotten out of that tight spot.
That's good to hear. I may still have a lot to learn, but you can bet I'm going to give it my all. I'll be so good, one day you'll call me your partner.
Look at that smirk. Oh, dude. They tried so
I'm
hard.
confident.
They wanted her to be the new Maya, dude. Holy shit.
No, I do like her. She feels
She's
a little
fun.
more
I do like her.
mature
She's fun.
as well, I think.
But Sabo, can I reiterate my point from before? I want her to be the protagonist, not the bunny character.
I will
Listen,
say the only thing, I feel like her design could be not to say that, like, she's not mature, but for me, like, the side pony, like, is a
It
kind
is
of an
weird.
immature look. So
Can
I
you,
would've
can you
liked-
Google what did you remember the character from Ghost Trick? What did her hair look like again? Could you Google that and post it on air so I could be reminded?
I'll find it.
Also, to alleviate a little bit of your worries, Zach, this game does have multiple protagonists.
Oh,
Aside from
okay.
the beginning switch from Athena to Phoenix.
Oh, hers is like a crazy
She looks like a cockatoo or something,
ponytail?
right?
ponytail going up in the air.
Yeah, see, like, I don't know. There's something about it. Because, once again, she is, like, 19, so she is quite young. But I do kind of agree, where it's just, like, it is weird to have the thing kind of sticking out to the side like that.
Like, I like her. I think her outfit's probably fine, good enough for me. Yeah, I just think her hair is giving a little, like, more
The
immature
ability
than
to
a boy.
solve riddles of a person's heart. Go fuck yourself. The Athena's true potential is beginning to really shine through now. Oh my god.
Hey, where's Apollo anyway?
Bleeding out in an alley somewhere.
Oh my god, I'm so fucking stupid. It's Apollo and Athena, as in like the Greek and Roman gods.
You
Yeah.
just figured that out?
I can't believe I never put that together.
What?
Well, because
Zach!
because it was
It's
Phoenix
okay.
and then
Zach!
Apollo, and I was like, oh, those are really cool, like protagonist names. And then it's like,
No,
oh,
it's
Athena
fine.
Sykes, that's great. I didn't realize that her name is literally just from the same mental space as Apollo's. God damn it.
That's fine.
That's crazy.
Well, like, I don't know, like,
Good job.
because the thing is, like, you can't call her Minerva, like, because she's not 80, right?
I assumed he'd still be here in the lobby.
Oh, I know. Maybe he's still in courtroom number 4.
Or number 4. What would he be doing at the scene of the explosion?
When I came out to the lobby to rest, I told Apollo about bum wrap.
Oh my
Randy.
god, he's looking for the stuffed animal.
I told him I dropped Randy in the courtroom as I was trying to escape before the blast.
So he's
And
now
then-
searching in rubble when he's injured?
Apollo said an idea where Randy might be, so I went to take a look together. They just let us do that, by the way.
Apparently.
Huh.
Wait.
I guess Apollo can be pretty nice when he wants to be.
Wait till Zach finds out the meaning of Athena's last name.
Sykes? Is it not literally what Saba said, where it's like, ha, Sykes, I'm not the protagonist.
Incorrect.
I mean,
That's not the reason.
You're shitting
Yeah.
me.
no, I didn't think that
You,
was
we know the. I mean, the connection is already made there. It's
psychology, like psych.
yeah. Because she
Oh,
studied analytical psychology.
because like Apollo Justice, I get. Sykes, really? Okay.
Well,
She's
I was
a
also close to
therapist.
like psyche as well, because that's all
Yeah.
another Greek.
Right,
But
yeah.
it's
Yeah,
also,
yeah,
you know,
yeah. But it's just that it's spelled like psych. Gotcha.
Right.
So you're telling me? So what you're telling me is that the next game, which I believe is no, because we did 4. This is 5. And the next one is the most recent one, which is 6. Are you telling me the protagonist of the next one is gonna be like fucking Zeus? Gotcha.
The next game has the same protagonist cast, but then they have a new antagonist, or at least prosecutor. I mean,
No, that's different. They're prosecutors.
yeah.
I wonder what it was.
He told me I'm going for evidence to clear your name, Juniper.
Juniper.
Just maybe he found some new piece of evidence? Evidence that we can just
Anyway.
admit
We'd
into
better
court?
go get him.
Yeah, that's how it's always worked and always will work.
Also,
Obviously.
what's up with your fucking short tie, lady?
Oh, cutscene.
Ball's over for today. Come on, I know.
He's dead.
No.
Holy
He's
fuck.
dead. Like I said.
No, he probably just passed out, I hope.
No, he's dead.
Oh my god.
Okay, how about you help him?
Yeah, stop screaming.
Yeah, dumb bitch.
that's meaning. Oh my god. To be continued on the first case of fucking 6? Are you shitting me?
How many cutscenes has this first case had, by the way?
Like 4, which is crazy.
Yeah. I will say I do like the cutscenes.
I mean, yeah, I like it. It gives more like texture to the stuff. Like it almost feels like an apology for like, listen, we know that everything's in 3D now, but like, you know.
Yeah.
18.
I like how it's been a whole day and I'm not allowed to question the fucking photograph. Right?
Don't worry about it.
Wait, 1 of 2. Oh,
Yeah, it's the description.
weight 12 pounds. So the stuffed animal would have had to weigh at least 12 pounds if it had it
The
in.
heaviest. It's a fucking heavy
I was
stuff
gonna say, that's a
animal.
heavy doll. Like, that's not something you would be able to mistake. This isn't exactly how I envisioned the second day of this trial to start.
There's a
Given how
Apollo dead.
things ended yesterday. Good morning.
Hmm. We're all kind of depressed here.
The mood sure is tense. Not that that's any surprise.
Especially since Apollo's dead.
Apollo is dead. He has a bowling ball sized dent in his head because he hit his head on that rock.
True.
Oh, hey! Did you read the paper this morning, boss?
Okay, so you're in denial. Got it. So you're just like straight up, like, just, I'm gonna act happy every time. She's really repressed. Huh? The paper? That came out of left field.
Yeah, the obituary.
You didn't
with Apollo
read
in
it? Then you don't know the big news.
Look at that face.
Apologize.
Yeah, look at that face.
Somebody spotted an abominable snowman way up in the mountains. Uh-huh.
Adrian, can you help me out for a second? Given normal facial proportions, is her mouth huge here?
I mean, if you smile really wide, the tips of them align with the middle of your eyes, so technically no. It's just anime characters usually don't do that because they're anime proportions usually.
Because the eyes are way bigger than they would normally be, right?
Correct, yeah.
Okay. Got it. Sorry. It was just like, I looked at it for a second and I was like, she has a big mouth. Tell me you know the difference between a paper and a tabloid, Athena.
It might show up in the forest where you live, Junie. So you better watch out, okay? You really should read the story for yourself. I couldn't even begin to do it justice.
Apollo Justice, and she starts crying.
Justice! And she starts. Huh?
Huh? Junie represents the emotions that Athena should be feeling.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
actually, is
he
that
okay? That's the
is that gonna
question.
be the thing where it's like she's really dishonest about what emotions she's like feeling? So it's like at one point we're gonna have to turn the mood matrix on her. But wait, we can't do that because she's the one who hears the stuff. Never mind.
It was not.
It was not Apollo's
Yes,
dead
he's
body.
alive.
Thank God.
It was his brother, Brapollo.
Well, he was assaulted.
Okay.
They smacked him in the head.
It
He
looks
already
like he's
got
going to pull
hit in the
through.
head, but now he's got like a bigger bump.
Okay. Is Miss Woods all right, Athena?
Well, I managed to get her to stop crying. Now she's resting on that sofa over there.
The low one. I guess she really feels
Yeah, it's actually
responsible for
bad.
what happened to Apollo.
Poor Junie. What? Look at the straight arrow hair here.
Yeah, because her
Believes that
hair,
the
'cause
reason
her head's
Apollo was
angled.
attacked is because he was helping her look for something in that courtroom.
Oh, I guess I can see why she'd think that. By the way, how are you doing?
Who, me?
That's surprised. What do you mean surprised? Yeah, you know. Yeah, you. I know you were concerned about Miss Woods, but are you all right?
Me? I'm doing just fine, boss. I mean, yeah, it was a huge shock, but I'm all right.
Okay.
People who've studied analytical psychology are great at times like these. I mean, you know, I guess.
Remember when you had that fucking mortifying flashback of you being absolutely bathed in presumably someone else's blood? I think you're still fucked up, lady.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I don't know.
fine.
I don't remember anything like that.
Hold on.
After all, they learned how to control their own emotions too. I'm
Now
proud, don't you know?
that's funny. Her doing the yatta victory pose while Widget is like, no. That's fun. I like that. That's great. Somehow I don't think it's as easy as she makes it sound. But there's no denying she's a real trooper.
Apollo doesn't remember a thing, does he?
Yeah, he can't recall anything from the time right before he was assaulted. For a second, I looked at that and I was like, assassinated. What? I was like, he's not
Holy
dead.
fuck.
Nothing about what he was doing in courtroom number 4 or who assaulted him.
Yeah, no, he was assaulted in the courtroom and then assassinated in the hospital.
The doctor said it's probably due to that hit he took to his head.
Assaulted in a court of law and losing your memory at that. I know how that feels. Reference!
Oh, reference. 2-1 reference.
But who in the world would do such a thing, huh, Mr. Wright? Just wait till I get my hands on the coward who hurt our Apollo.
Now, Athena. I thought you said you were in control of your emotions. But you're a woman, so that's obviously not true. Like,
Wow.
But I'm saying, like, that's what it is, though. Like, that's what they're doing. Like, you can't lampshade it. That's what they're doing with this character.
let's just focus on helping Miss
in
Woods.
every way, shape, and form.
I think Athena's wonderful so far. I think it's really interesting, the idea of, like, her outward emotion versus her inward emotion are different. I think that's really fascinating.
Okay, boss. You're right. Apollo's assailant can wait until after we clear Junie's name.
That's the spirit. Now, let's see. I better check the court record one more time before trial starts.
Earth to Mr. Wright. I'm ready whenever you are.
I mean, do I have to?
Is there any... Because he said that that's his code, right? That's, like, his identifier. Is there any way that that identifier could be misconstrued as something else?
He is a fucking loser.
Nice.
Like, if I turn it upside down, it doesn't look like anything. Yeah, I don't know.
Is this... Nah,
Surely it
yeah.
won't be relevant in the entire case. Don't worry about it.
Probably not.
Is there anything with this?
Where is she? Is that still the courtroom? Does the courtroom have stone floors?
Yeah.
It does?
Yeah, haven't you been looking at the ground this entire time?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Alright, let's get ready to rumble.
You bet.
Could you imagine, like, in Ace Attorney 7, whenever that eventually comes out, which assuredly it will, you get the new protagonist, and they have every other protagonist bullshit? Like, I have the Magnamata, I've trained in the fucking Karayan technique, I have the Millennium Bracelet, I have her fuck-ass glove. You know?
Amazing.
I mean, that's the point of Phoenix hiring them all at the same agency, so...
I guess that's true. It's like, I'm collecting a super team of lawyers, I guess.
Correct.
I can't let that stop me, though. I have to get this right for Miss Wood's sake, and Apollo's too.
You know that MCU post-credit scene where Daredevil is, and he, like, catches a brick, and then the people they saw him with are like, how'd you do that? And they're just like, I'm a really good lawyer. That's how I imagine every personal person talking with the fucking Ace Attorney, like, lawyer firm. How the fuck did you do that? I'm a really good lawyer.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Juniper Woods.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is also ready, Your Honor. Now then, I believe I instructed the prosecution to further their investigation. Were you able to locate the remote switch in question?
I'm afraid the rust switch is still missing, Your Honor.
It's because it's on Innate's book, like, Innate have it.
I must say I'm disappointed, Mr. Payne. Not angry, just disappointed.
I
Just like
apologize,
my
Your Honor.
mother. Oh.
I apologize, Daddy.
Haha, looks like the prosecution is just as unprepared as I am. What?
It's a really, it's
You've
a
been doing
really
this for
good thing.
years!
It's such a good thing that Phoenix doesn't have Widget on his neck.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
There is a separate matter, however, I'd like to bring up during this trial.
A separate matter, you say? And what might that be?
Plasma. I assume you're aware of another incident occurred during yesterday's trial. I'm speaking, of course, of the assault on Mr. Justice in the ruins of courtroom number 4.
Uh-oh, why is he bringing that up? Yes, what a truly harrowing experience it must have been. Or Mr. Justice.
At the time of the attack, Mr. Justice was not alone. He was with the defendant, Miss Juniper Woods.
I mean... I don't think so. He isn't going where I think he's going with this, is he?
The prosecutors wish to indict Miss Woods on the charge of Mr. Justice's assault in the middle of this
But this isn't the
unrelated
case.
trial.
What are we
That's what I'm
talking
saying.
about?
We have proof from within the game that if you have a separate thing, that's a different trial, motherfucker. Like, we're not doing that here.
Order! Order! Mr. Payne, the incident under deliberation here is the courtroom bomb. The assault on Mr. Justice has nothing to do with this trial.
But I believe there is a connection between this case and Mr. Justice's assault. Please take a moment to consider these facts, which don't care about your feelings. Both events occurred in courthouse number 4, courtroom number 4. This is the location in the courtroom number 4 where the unconscious Mr. Justice was discovered. As you can see, it's quite close to where Detective Arm's body was found. They're in the same room after all. The question is, why did the culprit feel the need to maliciously attack Mr. Justice?
Why indeed? What do you believe their motive to be, Mr. Payne?
Probably a dog bark in the background, Mike. I believe Mr. Justice was found something in the courtroom while Miss Woods was with him. Evidence that fingered her as perpetrator of bombing, in no other way.
That's a bad way of saying that, but okay.
The idea of saying Apollo Justice fingered Miss Woods in some way is, I don't know. I think Miss Woods would like that, maybe.
Oh my god.
What?
She is 18.
It's exactly.
Precisely.
All right.
Thank you,
Payne.
And so I surmise the defendant picked up a piece of rubble and hit Mr. Justice in the back of the head with it in order to silence him.
Junie would never do such a thing. She was devastated when we found Apollo hurt like that.
Miss Sykes, please control your outbursts.
Ahem. It is the prosecution's belief that by deliberating on Mr. Justice's assault, we will draw ever closer to the truth of the courtroom bombing itself.
Very well. Miss Woods is hereby officially indicted on the charge of assaulting Mr. Justice.
What? Are you listening to Mr. Toupee over there? Although, considering our conversation yesterday... Maybe the two incidents really are related after all.
Piece of the rubble.
Once
I
again,
like the
it's
Stargate
obviously Ted to Nate hitting him in the back of the head, right? Like, obviously.
Yep.
From the defendant herself.
Very well, bailiff. Please bring Miss Woods to the witness stand.
I'm back.
I'm so
nervous.
sickly and orphanly again.
Oh, and we can't bring up Apollo saving her because then she'll feel guilty about Apollo getting attacked.
Because she thinks it's her fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, give me 1 second. I gotta go blow my nose. I'm dying. I gotta go blow my nose again.
He's dying. Well, so far, it hasn't been too offensive, though the way they're wording things makes it heinous. But still.
You know, like psychic powers or abilities.
I don't mind psychic powers when it's actual mystical nonsense like freaking Maya. If you bring up special powers to hear inside people's heart and then bring up, what is it, analytical like psychology, now I'm like, okay, you're trying to
It's
like
an
BS.
ability.
It's a
It's an
power.
ability. Yeah.
Just like
Hopefully-
learning any knowledge, I guess, gives you the power to use that knowledge. But this is not the same thing we think about here.
Saba, I have
Okay.
the power of game design. You have the power of writing. Adrian has the power of art.
Yeah, obviously.
All right. Hopefully you don't mind if I skip voice acting for a little bit. We like you guys can skip too, but I'm just gonna eat this granola bar.
He didn't go to blow his nose. He went to go eat granola.
I said I was
The
doing both.
ruins. I know it's accurate, but I do like describing a place that was made in the last 30 years as ruins, even though it's still being used. It stopped being used like 2 days ago. And it's called ruins. It's really good.
Overcome with a fit of coughing, and then Apollo showed up.
I thought his loud voice was his only outstanding feature.
He may look like a little imp at times, but Apollo can be really nice
Rude?
too.
Oh,
What
wait, hold on. Is it canonical
Imp.
that Apollo Justice is a short king?
Correct. That's been canonical since he first appeared.
Oh, yeah.
What a little imp.
I like this line. I hope she didn't further risk backhanding that.
out.
Pretty good. I keep hearing courtroom number 4 and keep thinking of Mama number 4.
Mambo number 4. It's the same song, but it ends 20% early.
Yeah.
Objection!
1, 2, 3, 4.
5.
No, Saba!
Nope.
What's your problem?
I had to. Sorry, my brain instantaneously went to complete.
He said Mambo number 4. That's why I didn't say 5.
I know, but my brain auto-corrected. Okay.
You ruined the joke.
I like Payne describing something as a very big lion cord. Very good words, Mr. Payne. You went to a very good educational English teaching school.
Very big. The live.
The
very
biggest
big.
words.
The biggest lies, the biggest words. All right.
Okay.
All right, I'm good.
She attacked him to give herself the chance to destroy the evidence.
Objection!
Objection! Shut the fuck up!
Miss Woods repaid Justice's kindness with violence. We found proof of a foul deed here in the courtroom ruins.
Oh!
Remember one of these? One of these classic drawing in blood?
Why is the D capitalized?
Because it's
Classic
actually
drawing in blood moment.
Oh my
because
god, it's the DS, Zach. That's what it is.
well, maybe. Because there's 2 O's. So like the L1 could be O, and then the 1-5 could be a D if you do it bad.
We'll get that in soon. Right after this, I assume. There it is.
Yeah, look, there's crazy.
Yeah, but it looks like moods instead, almost.
It does kind of look like
Like
moods.
W looks more like an M. But it looks like there's more, right? Like,
Exactly.
after
They
the
didn't take
X,
a.
there
They
was
didn't even take a
line,
picture of the
yeah.
whole fucking thing. Isn't that Apollo? You couldn't have just like lifted your finger slightly in between the W and or the L and the 1, so that way it doesn't indict your girlfriend.
Okay, well, make sure to look at that in 5 seconds.
No, it can't be true.
How would Apollo write my name?
And how would I not have seen that
What are
earlier?
you talking about? We literally CTC the little smudge at the end after the S. There's more to this photo.
Because it's L1001 something. Because like, what was this? L10015R. So like, why would the 1 look like a fucking D? Are you stupid? Like, Apollo. Like that is, he's like, oh,
Unless someone came in and added something.
oh my god, Saba, you might be right. Because it, like, look, if it's the L1, the only thing that connects them is that, like, diagonal line. You might be right. What if somebody just connected those? Wow.
Yeah, and then they added
it's really
a D.
clever.
Yeah.
But then again,
No.
it doesn't make sense because like, once again, clearly there's like a letter R after this, right, or something.
Yeah, that's because that's the little thing after the S. The little
No,
line.
I'm saying
It's R.
but I'm agreeing with you. In which case, who the fuck took this photo? Because it's like, well, it should be Woods R, right? Well, it's not
Because
Payne. It's any cop.
Mr. Wright, the nerve of him leaving that message. Why would he do this?
What are you
Apollo's
looking?
like,
What are you
I don't
looking
know.
at?
Have you...
Her pupils evaporated from anger.
Her people did evaporate from anger, but what the fuck is she looking at?
Evidence
Oh,
I've
it's a
seen, the
chalk. It's a
record.
chalk outline of a dead person, and then 2 unidentifiable photos. Hey, don't take it out on me. I don't understand it any more than you do. When we discovered Apollo yesterday,
There wasn't writing?
we didn't even have a chance to
What?
rush over to him. As soon as security heard Athena's scream, they ran in and cordoned off the area. After that, they were in the courtroom number 4 with Apollo the whole time. We couldn't investigate anything ourselves. We had to leave everything to the police. Still, I never thought they would find some bloody writing there. I think you're right, Saba. I think
And
someone.
guess what?
I think someone came
if
in.
whatever the detonate guy is part of the police force.
Yeah, he could just go in there.
Yeah.
Like he
Are you
very
saying the
very
police
easily.
might be corrupt?
What?
How dare you?
No.
How dare you, frankly?
During the trial yesterday, I was overcome with a fit of coughing. That's not true.
Well, in this case, it may be one guy, but you know.
Apollo stayed with me and went to the courtroom. We was together. When I was called, hey, why don't we just do the emotional thing right now? Does it matter?
Because you have to have like. Take
You gotta
time,
press
okay?
one of the
Gotta
statements
wait.
more info here.
And I was called back to this courtroom to give testimony. Apollo insisted on staying behind in the courtroom number 4.
And guess who was dismissed once we asked Woods to come back?
Right, it was what's his face? So do you want to press 3 or 4?
I don't think pressing this would give us any because this is her. Right.
Right, but we can't just make statements apparently. I better not ask her Apollo. I'll use some small talk to get her to relax a bit. Do you have any hobbies? Hey.
She likes to knit. She's a grandma.
All right, what the fuck aesthetic are you living, lady? Like you're cottagecore to the extreme.
Yeah, nature. Keep it up, Mr. Wright. It's working. Now ask
Now
her
ask her if she has a crush on anyone.
Objection!
What are we talking about right now?
Mr. Wright, what the fuck are you talking about?
This case? Not really.
Mr. Wright, stop making small talk in my courtroom.
-1 to brownie points. Fuck this guy. I mean, we could press this because, like, why would I ever hurt such a kind person? That's true.
Hold it!
Yeah, what motive does she have? Except for obviously if he's like, she's the bomber.
So you think Mr. Justice is kind? the sun, strong and warm. Sweltering and oppressive.
Phoenix is a winter person, understood.
Same.
Junie, Apollo's going to be fine. He's just like the sun, right? Well, the sun doesn't just drop out of the sky.
But it could! The sun does go down at night? Fuck you! Dickhead.
Apollo could die.
He's doing this on purpose to get her to start coughing. I do not think much of men who make young ladies cry.
He saw to my room.
Obviously, Junie didn't attack Apollo. I mean, that's just ridiculous.
Right, I agree. Must have gotten gone for bum rap Rhiney, yeah. Okay.
Is there another bomb in Rhiney?
Is there another bomb in? Well, it would have to weigh fucking 12 pounds.
She's actually got like jacked muscles underneath that cage.
She does a lot. Well, she does a lot of gardening.
Hold it!
Mr. Tenate. And then
Bailiff
I
just
passed
knew-
Mr. Tenate.
The bailiff just
As I
knew
walked
where
in.
you were. Okay, literally nothing. Got it. Is there a contradiction here? I don't think so.
Maybe you can ask
You gotta
about
press
Apollo
one of them.
insisting he stay behind.
Hold it!
Like, why? Yeah. My medicine.
Her medicine. Because she dropped it?
Oh my god, does she keep her medicine in the rhino?
That'd be funny. Okay.
You're 18. He has a little compartment that I can keep things in, you see. And Phony Funny has the same type of pocket. That's where the bomb was inserted.
I mean, I can't tell if he's just actually looking or he just used that as an excuse to go back in and like look for whatever this evidence is. But maybe Rhiney is the evidence he's looking for.
I do,
so-
like, can I posit something? How incredible would it be if all of this was presented in the context of Apollo being selfless and kind and stuff, when in actuality he was just like, cute girl.
He was like, I
Right.
can't. Ugh.
Some kind of ancient god. Oh, Apollo, some kind of ancient god.
Welcome, Zach, to the joke.
Hey, Saba, Mama number 4. How about that?
The problem.
that wasn't the pun, Zach. Okay, you just
The-
didn't get it. You just,
The
yeah.
problem with Woods is that she has no idea that she's destined to lose to Clavier.
It's true.
Anyway, you got a new testimony. How about that?
I did?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh.
right there. And now you can present something on it.
Well, there was clearly rubble in the photo.
That's true.
Well, I guess it's the rock they used to hit it with, but
No, and look, they're purposely lying because there's an R here. I mean, what's wrong with this? What's wrong with this tech?
That's not a
No.
placemat at the witness stand. It's a bunch of fucking rubble.
What do you mean?
it's to
The
the right of the
diagram,
witness stand.
There's a giant ass rock in front of the witness stand that he wasn't searching at.
Oh, right in front of the photo is not in front. Like the photo is like right behind. I don't know how they're talking about the orientation of this right now.
Hey,
So the gray second photo.
there's like a little shadow thing up at the top of the photo here until you zoom it in, and then it's gone. You see that?
Just don't worry about it.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't understand what's wrong with this, because it's like where there was no rubble, and it's like, okay, well, there's rubble in the
just the
hole.
right-
Like he's laying down in the place where there was no rubble.
Well, no, the witness stand is the thing up at the top, and it's surrounded by rubble.
I mean, I guess you could
Oh,
try.
near the witness stand. Well, okay, so sorry. I guess my logic here is that when I look at this and I see like all of this area that's like empty, I would define as quote unquote near the witness stand, right? In my mind.
Yeah.
Well,
But I mean, I
More
could present
specific.
this. Is that what I should do?
I'll never tell.
Objection!
So he started his search with the witness stand, you say?
That's right, I guess maybe you wanted to start from the furthest point in the room. He was being so brave and strong. I'm so cancer-ridden.
No, that's me. But that's odd. Under the circumstances, he shouldn't have been capable of that.
But he was, and he still is. He might not look it, but he is really brave.
And
And
really
kind, too.
strong. And kind. Did I mention he's like the sun?
No, that's not the part that I'm finding
Blinding.
fault with. Someone has a crush on Apollo. But what you are claiming is something that no one should have been able to do. But I should think that anyone can be brave and kind if they wanted to be, Mr. Wright. True, anyone can be brave and kind, but if you would please take a look at this diagram. With the courtroom in this state, how was it possible to walk up to the witness stand? What?
It was blocked by that giant gray, I don't even know, octagonal?
Oh,
like
is that a
octagonal
fucking?
thing?
Oh, is that rubble?
Yeah.
I had said it was rock. I said it was
Oh,
not a
I
placement,
thought.
it's a
Sorry,
rock.
I thought it was like a fucking carpet.
No, it just looks weirdly perfectly shaped for a rock. It is a rock.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, like, what the fuck? Why'd they have to make it perfect?
I was gonna say, they shouldn't have made it perfectly shaped, admittedly.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's like that lamp in Undertale, this conveniently shaped rock.
That's conveniently perfectly shaped like a human child.
Yeah.
I see your point. Rubble blocks off access to the area around the witness stand.
I see your point, but placement blocks off access to the witness stand. Does a tiny existence really even matter? Perhaps the witness is simply misremembering it.
We could say that about all of your witnesses too, bitch. Great. Now I'm not so sure it matters.
A real man doesn't make mountains out of molehills, you know.
But that is precisely what Mr. Wright does best.
I call slander, Your Honor.
So, was it really impossible to approach the witness stand? I have to say, it's a bit hard to tell with any accuracy from just this diagram. Mr. Payne, do you have any other photos of the crime scene?
Let me see, Your Honor. Yes. I have one more. Here it is.
Oh, the
version.
Oh,
ground.
look at that. It got chipped off. And is that the... No. I was going to be like, is that the part that was picked up to bash him in the head or whatever?
I mean, it could be in a literal sense, but at the same, but that's weird because he would have written that and then the ground would have broken, right?
Yeah.
Huh. Oh, that's why it's perfectly shaped, because it's not a piece of rock. It's this.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, well, this makes more sense. Yeah.
Why would you
Well,
why would you do that then?
Well, there's an obstacle either way, I guess. I don't know.
What's that hunk of metal on wheels?
It looks like a perfectly shaped rock.
Mr. Payne, is that metallic object in that photo Mr. Tenate's bomb transport case?
Well, that's right. Is there some problemo?
Ah, yes, that transport case was there in quarter number 4 when the bomb went off. It must have been there ever since.
Oh, that's it.
Wait, but then that's super easy to explain how it is suddenly blocked off based on the diagram now. Because it's a fucking thing that's designed to move.
Miss Woods, have you remembered something?
Yes, I just realized. Its position. It's different from before.
Its position?
Get him.
The position of what?
The position of that big metal thingy.
The bomb transport case, the BTC.
There it is, Brian. Yes, when Apollo and I went there, it was in a different place. Where the case is in the photo was open space, so it was easy to search the stand.
I see. So where was the transport case when you and Mr. Justice saw it?
As I recall, I think it was more to the right.
So covering.
That means... In that case, the case was over there at the time of Apollo's attack.
Who cares where the transport case was? What difference does it make?
You're bad at your job.
Hey, I'm great at bullying small girls. That is my job, right?
Where the transport case was has everything to do with this discussion. In fact, it's so important that it's enough to turn the prosecution's argument on its ear.
What?
Well, that certainly sounds very relevant indeed. And you sound as though you were, it sounded as though you know where the case was at the time of the attack. Yes, Your Honor. This diagram represents the crime scene as shown in the photo. And this is where the transport case was at the time of the assault on Mr. Justice. It must be over the words, right?
Yeah.
Oh, is that what happened? Was that he, like, Apollo got struck in the head, wrote it underneath the case, and then the guy, like, moves it out of the way, like, what are you doing? And then is like, oh, I'm gonna fuck this up. And he put Woods, right? Did Saba's
Yeah.
thing of, like, changing the words.
Got it.
Take that!
Your Honor, I assert that this is where the transport case was at the time of the assault.
But that's...
Inconceivable!
Miss Woods, was this where the transport case was when you saw it?
Yes, that's where it was.
Thank you, Miss Woods. I'm sure the court has noted an interesting fact about this position.
The transport case covers up the writing in blood.
Exactly. If the transport case was in that position at the time of the assault, then no message could have been written there because the case was in the way. Oh, interesting. Okay. Which leads us to conclude that Mr. Justice couldn't have left that bloody writing.
Why should we believe the defense claimed the case was in a different position? She's obviously lying.
Objection!
Choke.
The fact that the case was moved after the assault on Mr. Justice is proven by more than Miss Wood's testimony alone.
What? And where is this proof you're talking about?
It's right here in the crime photo.
I'm keen to see this proof myself,
You need to
Mr.
Point
Wright.
it out. I can't see.
Oh, the tire tracks on the ground.
Oh, yes.
I hope it lets me just click any of the tire tracks, like not a thing specifically.
Take that!
All the proof you need, Your Honor, is right here.
Uh-oh.
You're shitting me. Oh my god, are you fucking serious?
I'm getting feelings of doubt.
Maybe you just have to touch the tire.
Maybe the tire. Earned yourself a
gotta-
penalty. Incredible.
There's a specific mark on something.
Is it the tire mark that's on top of the piece of rubble? Like
here.
Uh,
Oh no, on top
it-
of his bandages.
yeah.
Got it.
Oh,
There you
okay.
Take that!
That
I
makes
don't
to
know
be
why
fair,
that's
that makes
different.
more sense.
Yeah, I guess.
Please take a look at the mark that runs over Mr. Justice's bandages here. I see. But what is it? This mark was made by one of the casters. That must be the wheels. By one of the casters from the transport case carrying the bomb. As the case was moved, it ran over his bandages. In other words, the transport case was originally to the right of Mr. Justice. Then, after Mr. Justice was assaulted, the transport case was moved. What? Just as Miss Woods said, the case was covering the writing at the time of the assault. Therefore, it was impossible for Mr. Justice to have left that message in blood.
Oh no, bro.
You did it, boss! It was a real nail biter, but you pulled it off.
I'm realizing something now. I hate it when people call me Mr. Fuller or Sir or anything like that. It's like, no, that's wrong. I think if I had a nickname, I would want it to be Boss. I like the sound of it. It sounds great.
You do need to be a boss of something first.
I am.
Either
Fired.
that, or you need to be a round, blunt attachment to a front of a shield.
Is that an M boss?
No, it's just called a shield boss. It's a thing you'd use to punch people
Shield
with the
boss.
front of a shield. It's a
You did it,
dome
Shield
shape.
Boss.
Order, order! Mr. Wright, that was very clever deduction.
Anyway, it was nothing. Oh, sorry. Aw, it was nothing, Your Honor. Nothing but pure genius. Take that!
Take that.
Boss, I'm sensing a definite smug and braggy vibe coming off of you.
I have just one question, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
If Mr. Justice didn't leave this message in blood, then who did?
I don't have to prove that?
What?
Well, because we said that, like, the message is there, and we said that it couldn't be written if the case was there.
They're just like, he moved the case. And because she left, right, as he was searching, he could just, say, well, he obviously moved the case and then he got struck.
Well, because, I mean, like, well, yeah, because he would have had to have, well, so he would have had to have moved the case. How would this even make any sense? Okay, so what would have to have happened was Tanate, right? Because that's obviously the culprit here, right? Tanate would have to have seen Apollo at the witness stand and got suspicious. So, like, the witness stand was there. Apollo moves it away? I don't understand. Like, because essentially, because of what you and I deduced, Saba, of Woods actually just being the guy's number, like, Apollo had to have written it. But then how would it have gotten
I think
covered up?
Apollo did write it. I think what happened was...
Like, did Apollo move it to
he
the
was
left?
writing it underneath. Yeah, maybe he was moving it from left, but like I think he wrote it even if it was underneath it, and he's like, "Well, what are you doing?" The guy
And
obviously.
so,
sells it,
because he
moved
just
it out
has
of the
open
way.
wounds, he has access to blood to just write, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, why?
yes.
Hey, why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just tell somebody? I guess. But so he takes the case, moves it to the left, uses his own blood to write L0 or L100 blah blah blah, right? Like the number. Then moves the case. No, then he wouldn't move the case back, because why would you do that, right?
Yeah.
Wait, why? Yeah, because like it would have to be Mr. Tanate, because why would you ever want to cover up the thing that you just wrote? Also, why would you write it on the ground and not just leave to go tell someone?
Probably because Tanate fucking smashed him back of the head and he was passing out.
But he would have had to have written it before getting struck in the head, is what I'm saying, right?
I guess. I don't think people usually write things in blood unless they're very desperate.
No, I think he got struck in the head, and then Apollo, like he sees the space underneath like he starts trying to write underneath like the thing, and then the guy's like, "Well, what are you writing?" And then he
Well,
pushes
we already
the thing out
we already established within the case that there I don't know if this like because that's what I was saying originally, right? Was that he was just kind of like putting his hand underneath to write, but they already said in the case that there is not enough space underneath the cart to write, like it's too flush to the ground, essentially. Which I don't believe, but that's what they said.
Well. If it isn't I've heard a lot about this. So this is Mr. X's famous bluffing technique, isn't it?
Ah, this feeling brings back memories of the old days. Back when you carved out a name for yourself by bluffing your way through thick and thin.
Gee, Mr. Wright, the judge kind of makes you sound no better than a 2-bit con man.
I was for a little bit.
You made your
That was
argument
just a
such
roll.
conviction, Mr. Wright. Now I'd like to hear your answer with just as much confidence.
Hey, until the judge asked the question, you didn't catch on either, Buster.
What now, boss?
I hope you didn't bluff your way into a corner.
Think, Phoenix, think! There must be a way through this. The slow push-in.
Think, Phoenix, think! In 1,000 years, what will you have?
Brain blast!
But don't overthink it. Don't overthink it.
Don't overthink it.
Who could have written that message in blood? Once again, I think it's Apollo, right?
And then the culprit
Well,
after.
who else had blood in that room before? Who else was violently savage in that room that could have been bled at one point?
The fucking what's her face?
Top lady?
Yeah,
Candace Arm.
Candace Arm.
Maybe.
Oh,
I mean,
do you think
that could be
she
interesting.
hit it and then
Well, because she was struck in the
I
back of the head, right? We assumed that it was because of the rubble falling from the ceiling, but in actuality, she was probably just struck in the back of the head.
What if she wrote it and then the culprit guy saw she wrote it, so he just covered?
Oh
it
no,
with
Saba!
art?
That's obviously the thing that Apollo discovered, right? Like, so she writes it, and then somehow, like, whether intentionally or not, the case got put on top of the numbers that Candace wrote. So Apollo moves it off, discovers it, like, oh, cool, gets struck in the back of the head. Then not Winston Payne. Fuck, what's his name? Ted Tenate.
Yeah, Ted Detonate.
Detonate goes like and fills in the rest, so that way it says Woods instead, right? And that's why. And that's why in that earlier scene he's like, oh, we're gonna pin this on that girl because it's like, oh, thank God, my identification number just so happens to look really, really fucking similar to her name. So I'm okay with someone else. That makes sense, right?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Wrong deduction. No.
42. 18.
Take that!
Next year I'll be as old as Candace Arm.
To be honest, I don't
Next
have
year
any proof.
I'll be 2 years older than Candace Arm. To be honest, I don't actually have any real proof of this. I've come this far. There's no turning back now. Besides Apollo, there was one more person who shed blood at this crime scene.
A person who shed blood? You don't mean...
Oh, but I do. I believe it was
but I
Candace
do.
Arm who left behind this message in blood.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh yeah, look at that. The ground is stone.
What? Detective Arm? Are you sure you know what you're doing here?
No.
Not really.
Why would you say that?
What the fuck are you talking about? If you had said the attacker left the message to throw people off, it might have made sense.
At first glance, that would seem to be the most reasonable explanation. However,
Apollo didn't shed enough blood to write such an extensive message.
Huh?
ah, I see. Even the photo makes it clear that there wasn't enough blood to write all those letters. And Mr. Justice did survive. I suppose he didn't bleed very extensively in that case.
But why would Detective Arm write the defendant's name? There is no connection to them whatsoever. They had never even met each other.
That's very true.
Because it's not her name.
Right, but we have to wait another 40 minutes for the game to walk us there, right? Oh, hold on. We're at 1. Do we want to save and just pick this up next week?
I mean, I guess I don't mind. I don't know whether or not like this.
I don't know how much
longer
longer
this
there is the
dialogue
thing.
is.
This is the last day of the trial, and there's like a I'd say like maybe like 45 minutes left. So
Yeah,
probably.
so that's what. Holy
Okay,
fuck!
so
Are you
probably.
shitting me? All right, we're safe.
30 minutes, 45 minutes maybe.
45 minutes.
45 minutes. Holy fuck!
Welcome to Ace 35, guys.
God.
Well,
All right.
It's
Hey, I mean, I will
rough in
say,
parts,
I'm
I
not
but-
do like this. It is still fun. It's still driving me up a wall in the way that Ace Attorney always does, but it's fun. Like, I can get behind it. Yeah, so we'll be back with more of this next week, and we're only doing case 1 and 2, and then we're gonna move on to something else, and then we'll be back for 3 and 4. Then we're gonna do
Oh,
something
I'm so
else.
glad we're doing Case 2. It's my favorite. I love Case 2.
Alright, I look
well, there
forward
you
to that.
go.
Saba, do we
Alright.
have a meeting tomorrow, or is it just stream?
You know, there is supposed to be a meeting.
There is supposed to be a meeting. Okay. All right. All right. Good
Okay.
night, everybody.
Well,
I will
guys.
see you all tomorrow.
See you next
Dismissed.
time. Bye.
Bye.